What's good, YouTube? What's good? What's good? NBA free agency show 2026. We got a lot to talk about. LeBron James will not be returning to the Lakers next season. He will be going to a different team. Will his free agency decision be announced today? I highly doubt it. But there is a lot of other things to talk about, guys. The Lakers are in a pickle. If you ask me, they got a lot of things to take care of now because they just really created two more holes in their team with possibly losing Marcus Smart, maybe even three if they lose Rui Hachimura, Marcus Smart, and obviously they're going to lose LeBron James. So Marcus Smart was a huge piece of this team last year. I was extremely excited. I was extremely excited when he joined this team last offseason when he got bought out by the Washington Wizards. Now it's looking like he's going to sign a 3-year deal worth $21 million for the Houston Rockets. Maybe he knew that LeBron was not going to return, and he looks at that as a move to like, okay, this isn't a move to where like we're actually trying to win now. Me personally, I don't look at the Lakers as a team that's actually trying to win right now. If you do not resign a guy like LeBron James, if you don't, well, maybe it was LeBron James' option mainly to leave the Lakers. It sounded like, but if I'm the GM of the Lakers, I'm doing whatever it takes to re-sign a guy that just literally carried my team or was the number one option on my team to get me through the first round of the playoffs without my best player. And without my second best player for half of that series as well, more than half of that series. So I don't look at that as a good move for the Lakers. I don't really know how they're going to replace LeBron. Maybe they have something up their sleeve. I did see a video of Walker Kessler earlier today with TMZ, and he said that he was here when he was here. And I don't know if he meant like he's here in LA or if he's here as a Laker. So Walker Kessler would be a great signing, in my opinion. It would be absolutely amazing, but I think it would be even better if they were to keep LeBron James and sign a guy like Walker Kessler and maybe go out there and find another starting caliber wing player. But we will be talking about all these things in today's video, guys. It's in my opinion, right? The Lakers can make some very, very solid moves just strictly through free agency. They have a ton of cap space. It's no excuse to not land at least a couple guys that can come in and contribute right away. Mitchell Robinson is still an option. Robert Williams did resign, or he intends to resign back with the Portland Trail Blazers. He did that extension earlier today. He signed a 3-year deal with them. So Robert Williams is off the table. Now, really, it's all you really have is unless you trade for somebody like Daniel Gafford or another center out there, the only other options you have as a starting caliber center, in my opinion, is possibly Mitchell Robinson, Walker Kessler, and reportedly just a minute ago, Jalen Duren. The Pistons said that they're gonna match any offer. They're gonna match any offer of Jalen Duren that any other team offers him. So Jalen Duren is pretty much off the table as well. Restricted free agency is a very, very tough game to play because it's not really suitable for another player to like go to another team. It's not really in any other team's favor or that particular player's favor if he wants to go to another team. If he was a restricted free agent, the other team has all of the leverage over him, really. So I'm about to hop into y'all's questions and comments, guys. We got a lot to talk about. We will be live for at least a couple hours. Hopefully today is a good day, man. I'm gonna say this too, guys. I'm gonna say this too. Wait, what's good, my boy? Let me go ahead and get into the chat right quick before I say this statement. My boy, Darkman was good. Mr. 81 was good. Long Live the Kid was good, bro. Mamba Venom was good with you. Victor Johnson was good. Sammy was good. Everybody in the chat was good. As y'all coming in, guys, y'all be sure to do me a major favor. Drop a like on the stream, guys, so this stream can get pushed out to as many people as possible. Let's grow the channel. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all you guys for stopping by the stream today, and let's have a good NBA offseason, man. Us NBA fans, man, this is one of the best times of the season. And I'm extremely excited, man. I am kind of down about LeBron not returning to the Lakers, man. I am kind of down about that. I'm a huge LeBron fan, guys. LeBron is the reason why I fell in love with the game of basketball since I was 8 years old. I'm 31 years old now. So LeBron is a major reason why I fell in love with the game of basketball the way I have. So for him not to return to the Lakers is kind of a downer, but the Lakers can make some moves to kind of solidify their season for next year, but we'll see. Rob Pelinka is really on the clock now. It's really no excuses, bro. You have no excuses. You can't blame this shit. The Lakers fans can't blame this on LeBron anymore. They can't blame it on this guy and that guy. You got your guys. LeBron didn't want to come back, obviously, because he feels like this team is not trying to win right now. So we'll see what happens. But I'm about to hop into y'all's questions and comments. I am a major LeBron fan. Y'all, I'm gonna say that, man. I'm a major LeBron fan. So him not returning to this team is a bummer for me. But I hope that he goes to a team like the Miami Heat, the Cleveland Cavaliers. I just hope he doesn't go to the Warriors. I cannot stand that organization. They've already had plenty of help from other superstars coming in and helping their star player, their savior, quote unquote. I just do not like that franchise. So hopefully he doesn't go to the Golden State Warriors. But let me go ahead and hop into y'all's questions and comments right quick. We got a lot to talk about. Let's see if anything has happened. It's 5 p.m. now. Let's see if anything is going on right now. I don't see nothing so far. Now, it starts now, chat. It starts now. All right. I'm going to be on my computer a lot. Whenever news breaks, hey, chat, y'all, please keep it to a minimum. I'm going to make more people some mods, probably. Y'all keep it to a minimum. No fake news. No rumors. Well, y'all, we can talk about rumors or we can talk about possibilities. But please don't do no fake reporting, y'all. If y'all do fake reporting, bro, I will time you out, bro. Please don't do no weird stuff. Let's have a good time. Let's have a good time. Please, no fake reporting, chat, please. All right. All right, let's get this up here. Let me get y'all's questions and comments on the screen, man. Let's have a good day, man. This is, like I said, man, NBA free agency is always fire. Well, for the most part, hopefully we have another good year this year. Why is it? Okay, there we go. I ain't gonna lie. Was that last year's NBA free agency was kind of mid? FNG was good. I'm a LeBron fan too. Respect to him. Yeah, I'm a major LeBron fan, bro. I got mad respect for Bron, bro. Greatest player of all time, in my opinion. I just hope he don't go to the Warriors. That's all I'm hoping for. Hate that he gone from the Lakers though, but I just hope he don't go to the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? To be honest. All right, let's get into y'all's questions and comments right quick. Boom, there we go. All right. All right, there we go. All right, my boy, Mr. 81. Yo, did you see the clip of Walker? Yeah, I seen that. I'm actually gonna probably show that here in a second. I'm gonna show that to you guys for the people that haven't seen it. I don't know exactly what he meant by that though. I don't know if he meant like I'm here, like I'm a Laker, or I'm here like obviously he's in LA to have the conversations with different teams. But we know the Lakers are one of the teams he's gonna talk to, right? Imagine AR-15 back out of his deal. He could. He definitely could. Now, I don't think he will because Austin legitimately wants to be a Laker. So I haven't really seen anything about him like telling LeBron thank you and all of these things, kind of like some of the other Lakers players have, like Jackson Hayes. I seen Luka do it as well. I haven't really seen Austin do that. At least I haven't seen it. But nothing is official until July 6th, I believe. That's when players are able to put pen to paper and actually make their deals become official. So nothing is official until July 6th. Everything right now is all verbal agreements. So he definitely could back out of his deal. I doubt that it happened, but he could. And hey, Chad, another thing before I hop into some more of y'all's comments, I don't expect for it to be just like a flurry of announcements like right off the rip, because with the new CBA, they are really monitoring tampering. And if teams and players are starting to agree to deals as soon as 5 o'clock hits or 6 o'clock Eastern time hits, that's going to make it seem like more and more like a team or a player is tampering, or a team is tampering with another player. You're not supposed to do that. Yeah, I that's what I had a feeling. I had a feeling the Lakers were going to really target Quentin Grimes. That's why I talked about him in my last video. I thought he was going to be targeted heavily, especially with the news of Marcus Smart possibly leaving. I think that he is better than Marcus Smart offensively, but I just think that Marcus is so much more of a game changer defensively when it comes to the mentality of like how he plays the defensive side of the ball and how he encourages others to want to play that side. He's more of a leader than Quentin Grimes. So you lose a culture guy losing Marcus Smart. The Lakers are gonna have to make some moves, bro, because it looks like they're gonna lose Marcus Smart for nothing. They might lose Rui Hachimura for nothing, and they're gonna lose LeBron for nothing as well. But at least that's what it's looking like. I'm praying Kessler is a Laker. I am too. I hope so as well. Not feeling the Lakers anymore, and I'm from LA, native since 1966. Hey, Victor Johnson, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was saying that same thing earlier when I was sitting down having my Chipotle. When I was eating my Chipotle earlier, I was saying the same thing to myself. I don't know about this. Like, it don't feel the same. Well, me personally, I was just hoping that the Lakers had success while LeBron was here as well. I still hope the Lakers have success. I like Luka. I like Austin. I like JJ Redick. I just don't like the front office. I don't like Rob Pelinka, and I don't like some of the fans. Some of the fans are very, very ungrateful for having a great player like LeBron come to the organization or whatever. But yeah, man, it's definitely gonna feel different. It's 6 p.m. Yes, sir. It's officially NBA free agency time. Players and teams can now make deals verbally with each other and agree to different contracts. What's good, Red? How you feeling? Your favorite player off the team? How you feel about Lakers now? I just kind of explained that. I thought you was a Bron fan too, Sammy. I thought you was a Bron fan as well. He not your favorite player? I thought that's why you was a Lakers fan. Or am I tripping? But yeah, I talked about that earlier. It's not gonna feel the same. I still hope for success for the Lakers organization because of Austin and Luka and JJ Redick. But at the same time, like, I'm gonna root for whatever team LeBron's go for. So if he goes to the Miami Heat or he goes to the Spurs or if he goes to whatever team he goes for, I hope success for that team as well. It was fun while it lasted. Happy for whatever he chooses. None but love. Yeah, for sure, bro. None but love for sure. It's gonna feel weird, man. I wish he would have came back to the Lakers, bro. I thought it was a foregone conclusion, especially yesterday when Bronny's contract became fully guaranteed. When his contract became fully guaranteed, I thought Bron was gonna stay. But hey, man, Bron is a W dad before anything. He's trying to make sure his son is taken care of before he makes his decision. So I love that about. I love the fact that he made that move as well. I think we're cooked. All good centers are off the table. All right. So yeah, I mean the Lakers might be cooked. They might be. Um. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Rob Pelinka. I just don't understand unless they have some type of master plan, which I don't know what that could be at this point. And I will be if y'all see some news about players and stuff like that, chat, y'all let me know. I will be checking my phone as well. But if y'all see some actual legitimate news from different NBA reporters, y'all let me know because I will be paying attention to this stuff. But man, I just want to have a good time doing NBA free agency, man. I love the different player movements and things of that nature. And another thing, Chad, one of the craziest things to me, bro, LeBron is 41 and he's the biggest free agent in the NBA free agency class. That is absolutely insane to me. This dude is 41 years old and he's still the most coveted free agent. It's so many teams. It's so many. I know the Heat. For some reason, I feel like LeBron is not going to go to the 3 reported teams that's been reported the most. I feel like he might go to another team. Like, I feel like there's a sleeper team out there that LeBron might end up going to. I think it's strictly about winning at this point. He might even take a pay cut. Like, he may take he's obviously going to take a pay cut. But I don't know, bro. Like, I just feel like for some reason, y'all let me know if I'm tripping about that, chat. Who the freak is calling me from? Okay. Pelinka's ass, 100%. He has not. Rob Pelinka has never been a good GM. I mean, he's made some okay moves over the years, like getting Rui Hachimura was a good move. I thought getting Luke Kennard last NBA trade deadline, that was a decent move as well. But he has not consistently been a good GM. And when you are literally the GM of the Los Angeles Lakers, there is no excuse for you to not consistently make good moves. You might make a bad move here and there, but like even the NBA draft the last couple times they drafted in the first round, I do think I think Cam Carr is going to be a very good player. I think he's probably the best overall player that they drafted since the last couple of seasons. They had a #1 draft pick since LeBron has been in LA. But you know, I thought Dalton Connect was good as well, but I think Cam Carr's athleticism and his defensive potential is going to make him a better overall player than Dalton Connect with the ability to shoot the ball, attack closeouts, have the athleticism to finish over the top of people. Like, I just think that Cam Carr is going to be a very good player right off the rip. And I don't know, like Dalton Connect, there was some question marks about his athleticism and stuff like that defensively and things of that nature. So Rob Pelinka has done a terrible job of drafting. He's done a very mediocre job of trading players and assets and bringing in players and contract wise and things of that nature. So he has not been a good GM overall. All right. It will be okay, brother. Lakers will come into the season strong. I hope so, bro. No moves, free agency wise. That's why though, like I said earlier, the new CBA, a lot. That's how it was last offseason too. You remember when I was doing my live stream on Kick, Wade, when I was doing the NBA free agency on Kick last offseason. That's how it's gonna be, bro. Like moving forward, unless the CBA changes, it probably won't be no moves announced for like another like 15, 20 minutes. And I'm not gonna lie, hopefully day one of free agency is not as stale as it was last season. It's kind of coming back around to me now. Day one of free agency last year was kind of stale as well. Where Washington not interested in trading AD to Golden State, and I'm hoping that stops LeBron from going to Golden State, because there's really no way, unless LeBron knows something that we don't. I don't see a duo of him and Curry just being able to win an NBA championship. I don't see that. I don't see it. Now, I think that they're going to be very good. I think they're going to be hard to stop offensively. With that system that Golden State runs, bro, LeBron has always been an absolute, one of his more underrated attributes has been being a cutter. He's one of the more elite cutters and rim runners in NBA history. So being able to, knowing when to cut, the timing, having the athleticism still to finish around the rim, like that's gonna be elite to watch. Being able to finish around the rim through contact as well, like that would be fun to watch. I just don't want him to go to Golden State, because if you're gonna leave LA, obviously he is. I want you to be able to go to a team that gives you the best possible chance to win it, that gives you a very good chance of winning the NBA championship. I don't see the Golden State Warriors being able to do that. With Jimmy Butler being injured, with all that money tied up to him, Moses Moody being injured as well, they both are gonna probably be out until maybe they might miss the whole entire season. So I just don't see it. You getting timed if you post. Oh yeah, F. Rob Pelinka. I see the same story every offseason. Yeah, me too, bro. LeBron my GOAT as well. Yes, sir, Devon. I feel you on that. Lakers probably just want to move into Luka era. We'll see how it goes. But me personally, Wade, I'm gonna respond to this. I feel what you're saying, and I think that's true. I just don't see how LeBron being there like changes anything about it being the Luka era, because LeBron is a piece that fits with Luka. They fit together. You know what I'm saying? Like if LeBron didn't fit with Luka, like he was like a Russell Westbrook type of fit, I'd understand people like saying like, okay, like they're ready to move. This is Luka. It's been Luka's team since he got here. LeBron has said it multiple times. LeBron took a back seat to Luka. Like LeBron has not wanted to be the number one option on the team since AD became a Laker. He's wanted AD to be the guy as well, like consistently. But unfortunately, he's just been very, very good to where he's had to still be able to put that cape on at times and stuff like that. But at the same time, he's wanted to take the back seat to another star for a while now. So I get what you're saying, bro, but I feel like LeBron is such a good piece to put around Luka because they fit well together, that I think that LeBron is a Luka era kind of move. Like they fit well together. Much love and respect to my brother LeBron wherever he goes, 100%. You know, I'm really happy to see all the positivity about LeBron in the chat, guys. It's a lot of people on social media that are really idiots, and I'm happy to see some of the positivity. Yeah, they got us with the signed Lowry too early. Oh wow, now he puts this up. What you mean they signed Lowry too early? You talking about Kyle Lowry or somebody else? Let me see. I don't see nothing going on right now, Chad. Nothing yet. Okay, wait, hold on. I see something now. Let me go ahead and bookmark this. Anything else? I'm gonna just go through my notifications right quick. All right. I do see one report, chat. Now a lot of you guys might not like this reporter, but he was one of the first reporters last season to report D'Angelo Russell going to the Dallas Mavericks last year when D'Lo went to the Mavericks. So where is it? Okay. So according to our report, free agent Rui Hachimura has drawn interest from the Detroit Pistons, according to source familiar with the situation. The San Antonio Spurs have also been pinned as a suitor as the market for Hachimura continues to develop. No deal finalized yet for Hachimura. So Rui might be one of the more coveted free agents this offseason because of what he did in the playoffs last year. So we'll see what happens, but okay. You said much love, Laker Nation. It was a good 8-year run. As a fan, I can read it on here. But I have been a Heat, Cavs, and Lakers fan, and now I bid y'all farewell, goodbye. Hey, bro, I feel it, bro. I feel it. I'm wherever LeBron go, man, I will be rooting for that team. I might even start doing more. I'm gonna create another channel probably, with covering the whole entire NBA and not just the Lakers, because I do watch a lot of basketball other than just the Lakers as well. So I have a lot of opinions about, the entire league, not just the Lakers. So I'll probably create another channel. Who knows what I might do with this one. But I will always cover the Lakers and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely plan on doing something along those lines. I gotta admit, Smart was better than I thought for the Lakers. Yeah, bro, Smart was extremely good. And I knew he was gonna be good for the Lakers, bro, because even those last couple years he was in Memphis. Okay. All right. Hold on. We got something from Shams. He got a video up on ESPN. We finna watch that. Let me make sure my audio is right quick, chat. Y'all will be able to hear it too. Okay. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this good, chat. Make sure it's louder enough.
Point blank wanted an opportunity to go where he can have happiness. And what does happiness?
Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this. Do Rui kind of play like Kawhi to you? A little bit. With the jump shot, not having a lot of arc on it and things, kind of a little bit, bro. He kind of plays like Kawhi a little bit, yeah. Offensively. Y'all let me know this. Y'all let me know if this is loud enough, chat.
Sources close to LeBron James told me a place. LeBron James, point blank, wanted an opportunity to go somewhere where he can have happiness. And what does happiness mean? Sources close to LeBron James told me a place where he can play meaningful basketball, can compete on a night-to-night basis. And we've seen the last couple of years, there's been a lot of changes come to this Lakers organization. So for LeBron James, the priority in leaving LA and going to a new home is finding that happiness and finding a place where he can compete at the highest level. I'm told this is not going to be a financially driven, money-driven decision for LeBron James coming up. And then you get to the who of it all. I am told LeBron James will not be in a rush in his decision, but expect a dozen teams that are contending, teams that have aspirations to potentially go far in the playoffs. Reach out to LeBron James, express interest. 3 notable teams that everyone around the league is keeping an eye on with LeBron James: the Golden State Warriors, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Miami Heat. 2 of those teams LeBron James has already played for and has won championships with. Many more will be trying as well, and I expect Rich Paul is somewhere getting already pitches and offers as we speak. LeBron.
So yeah, we kind of already knew, chat, about those 3 teams, but what keeps standing out to me is how Shams keep on reporting that there's like 12 teams trying to reach out to LeBron and sign him. Like, and I'm about to get into some more of y'all's questions and comments, but I legitimately think that wait, what happened? Oh yeah, I am. Yeah, let me show that Kessler video right quick. Thank you for reminding me that, Mr. 81. But yeah, I think LeBron might end up signing with another team that hasn't really been. Wait, did I not save it? I must have liked it. Okay. That's not really has been reported a lot so far. So we'll see. What if he ends up signing with like Minnesota or something? I mean, they just traded for LaMelo. They got Jaden McDaniels. They got Anthony Edwards. Rudy Gobert is a great rim protector. Okay, I did save it. I don't know why it didn't. Well, I don't know why it's not in my bookmarks. Okay. All right, let's watch this video right quick of Walker Kessler, y'all, and then we're gonna get back into the comments right quick. Let's watch this right quick. This is the video I'm talking about with Walker Kessler on TMZ earlier today.
What's up, man? Welcome to LA.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
Hey, you have a big meeting today. Good luck.
I appreciate it, man.
How's the whole process feeling?
That's good, man. Feel good about it.
You hear LeBron, big news like 15 minutes ago, LeBron says he's moving on.
I did see that. Yeah.
Is that like, were you hoping to play with him?
I mean, obviously, he's one of the greatest players of all time, so he would have been great to play with, but we just got to see what happens, man.
Luka and Austin ain't bad,
Great
right?
players too, man. No question.
Any message to LA fans?
I'm here, man.
That's
Yeah,
what's up.
he said I'm here. I don't know if he said I'm here as in like I'm here to like I'm staying, or I'm here like obviously I'm here to like try to negotiate the deal. First deal? Okay, hold on. What we got? What we got, bro? Hold up. Okay, Ousmane Dieng. Oh, okay, to resign. Okay, I like Ousmane Dieng. I like Ousmane a lot. I like Ousmane Dieng a lot, bro. Yo, I thought you was about to. Yo, wait, I thought you were talking about the DeAndre Jordan news. I was about to lose it. All right. Let's get into some more y'all's questions and comments. So Ousmane Dieng did re-sign. Let me move up a little bit. Ousmane Dieng did re-sign with the Milwaukee Bucks. I like Ousmane Dieng's game a lot. Let me fix this right quick. I like his game a lot, especially as a young swing man. He can shoot the ball very well. He can pass the ball very good as well. He can rebound as well. Great size. He's probably going to develop as a good defender. I like his game a lot. And I don't know how Milwaukee got him. I mean, obviously he's a very good player on a very deep team with the Thunder. He was at least. And yeah. Bones Highland is going back to the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm still trying to figure out how DeAndre Jordan is still in the league. I thought after he threw that crazy ass pass his last year with the Lakers, I thought after he threw that crazy ass pass like out of bounds, y'all know what I'm talking about if y'all can remember. I thought after he did that, he was going to be cooked. Is LeBron leaving Bronny in LA? That's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. Oh hell no. Rob needs to set up a good get fired. I think the Lakers will be in a much better position once they move on and get a new GM. Well, we'll see. We'll see what he does in this free agency, because if, say, like, for example, what it was looking like is, I'm surprised the Marcus Smart deal has not already been announced. Like, stuff like that, I'm surprised like that hasn't been announced already, because I thought that was already kind of like a tampering kind of situation. I thought that was already kind of a tampering situation. And he was already going to agree to his deal with the Rockets. I'm surprised it hasn't been announced already. Probably will within like the next 30 minutes to an hour. But yeah. DeAndre Jordan basically is current Haslam. That's facts. That's a great point. That's a great point. Let's see. I'm a Kobe fan, but not a LeBron hater. 2020 championship counts. LeBron, AD, and Caldwell Pope. Yeah, that 2020 championship, I feel like that's one of the more coveted NBA rings I've ever seen, because of like the weight that winning that championship really did for the city of LA when Kobe passed away, right? I remember like a very, very casual NBA fan that was friends with somebody I know. She said they better not lose, because if they do, it's going to make them look bad because Kobe passed away. Like, that was a lot of people's mindset. And for them to actually have all that pressure on them, even from casual NBA fans that never watch an NBA game at all, right? Just from casual NBA fans coming from them. Like, that's how heavy of a burden that team had on them. And they still went out there and won an NBA championship that year. So I just think that that's a very, very insane thing to do. It's to win a championship with all of that weight and all that pressure on you, to go out there and do it in those circumstances too. He got released the very next day. You talking about DeAndre Jordan? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling it was kind of going to be slow right off the rip. That's how it was last year, too. And it's because of the tampering situation. That's why. What I missed, nothing really yet. You ain't really missed nothing yet. But DeAndre Jordan re-signing a 1-year deal. This is probably the biggest news so far. Obviously, like official deals. Robert Williams did agree earlier to a deal with to an extension with the Portland Trailblazers. So he's off the table for any other team trying to get a center. Robert Williams is off the table. It's still crazy to me that Kawhi went back to Toronto when he could have just stayed. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's actually go back and talk about that for a little bit because, I never did think Kawhi was gonna stay with the Clippers. Because and let's talk about this for a minute because Kawhi Leonard going to the Toronto Raptors. Now let's talk about the package that they got back for him. They got Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, 2 first-round picks, a pick swap, and 2 second-round picks. So that is a pretty hefty package for Kawhi Leonard. But when Kawhi Leonard is healthy, he's a top 10 player in the NBA. He was absolutely on fire for like a whole month and a half, 2 months. Like for the Clippers to be where they were at the beginning of last season, and they started winning all of those games, going into the playoffs and stuff like that, and they was almost a play-in team. Actually, did they make the play-in? I think they might have made they made the play-in, but they lost to the Warriors, I believe it was. But yeah, it was mainly because of Kawhi, and I think they probably would have won some of those games or more games if they would have kept that core of James Harden and Visa Zubac. So Kawhi Leonard is still a very good player, and I think mainly it was this type of situation because of the finances. I don't think that the Toronto Raptors were willing to sign. The Clippers were willing to sign Kawhi to an extension. I think they were ready for a reset. They were not going to be competing for any type of championships or playoff spots or anything like that. That team was not good enough. So they just had to try to recoup and try to get as many assets as they could. And Kawhi went back to Toronto because I think Toronto is willing to extend him and give him a contract extension. Grady's last name is crazy. Yeah. Tampering has slowed down NBA free agency a ton. And it's gonna be like that for a while. For some reason, Chet, I feel like LeBron is not. It's gonna be a while before LeBron makes a decision. It might not even be this week. It might not even be within a few days. Yeah. Everybody knows the Legion Hoops Twitter page. They just tweeted out and said nobody wants to get caught tampering respect. And that's exactly what it is right now. Nobody wants to get caught for tampering. And that's exactly what it is. That's the only thing I can see it being. Bones Highland reside with the T-Wolves. Y'all seen that. But hey, Chad, who do y'all think, what y'all think is going to be the biggest free agency move or like the biggest surprise? Y'all type y'all biggest surprise in what team or what player y'all think is going to just like surprisingly sign with a specific team. Yeah, free agency going slow right now. It's because of the tampering, bro. No, nobody wants to verbally sign like really, really fast because of the possibility of teams possibly getting fined for tampering it or whatever. Why talk about what? Why talk about the Lakers? I mean, we talked about the Lakers. I'm gonna be talking about the whole entire league, bro. Like the Lakers aren't the only team that's included in free agency. When something happens for the Lakers, I'll talk about it. I talked about the Lakers earlier when the stream first started. But yeah, I'll be talking about the Lakers and I'll be talking about the whole entire league, not just the Lakers. This is NBA free agency show. This isn't just the Lakers. I'll be making videos and stuff about the Lakers if they make moves. I'll be doing that. But obviously, this live stream is for the whole entire league. Getting Luka gift wrapped at Christmas gift from Nico Harrison. Yeah, that was lucky. But yeah, that was a lucky. Yeah, that was just being very fortunate, I guess, from Rob Pelinka. For the Raptors to trade for Kawhi, they must know his scandal was non-guilty or something. Yeah, that's a good point because I didn't think nothing would happen until that situation got handled. Yeah, we seen that. You think KD getting traded? I don't know, bro. KD is a weird one. Okay, we got some more news from Chris Haynes. He is reporting that Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to sign with the Miami Heat. Okay. There we go, Wade. You got that's nice. That's a nice move. I ain't gonna lie, bro, because Tim Hardaway Jr. at times last year with the Nuggets, he was their best shooter. He was their best shooter. So going in there, spacing the floor for Giannis, Bam, coming off the bench as a depth piece, I think this is a nice piece for the Miami Heat. This is what they need. They need legitimately good shooting to space the floor for Giannis. That's how you build around Giannis. You get good shooters. And I think this is a very, very good move with the Miami Heat signing Tim Hardaway Jr. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I had a feeling they was going to get Tim Hardaway Jr. You said LeBron staying with the Lakers. He's playing the same fleece move Kawhi Leonard played on the Lakers. Well, you know what, Woodstock Entertainment? I was kind of thinking this, and Mr. 81, I'm going to get to your comment in a second. I was kind of thinking this too for a minute. When it was first reported, I thought maybe it was just kind of some BS, or not BS, but like kind of like a leverage play, I guess. But once the Lakers had tweeted out like a thank you letter, and then LeBron quote tweeted it and said like, no, thank you, like he's actually leaving. It's not. I don't see LeBron coming back to this team. I don't see it happening. Yeah, Mr. Oh yeah, if Jaylen Brown got traded to the Lakers, that would be crazy. I don't see it happening, but that would be insane. That would definitely be a shocker. That would 100% be a shocker. Or if he got traded to the Spurs, that would be crazy too. Oh my God, that would be insane. Yeah, that would be crazy. Yeah, LeBron still can play either way, ball handling or cutting to the basket without the ball. Yeah, he's still a very good player, bro, for sure. Portland still making moves. Yeah, Portland, yeah, they still making moves. Yeah, because Mitchell Robinson to the Lakers? Probably. Yeah, that's probably what the Lakers are gonna do. If they can't get Walker Kessler, they're probably going to try to trade for not trade. They're probably gonna try to sign Mitchell Robinson. Yeah. Yeah, they're probably going to try to sign Mitchell Robinson, which I think, in my opinion, I think Mitchell Robinson will be a very good fit for this team. I think he was one of the main reasons why the Lakers were able to, the Spurs, the Knicks were able to beat the Spurs. He did a very good job on Wemby. When it came to boxing him out, when it came to getting extra possessions, putting his body on him, and getting those extra possessions and being the elite rebounder that he is. He protected the rim pretty well. He altered a lot of shots. He was a lob threat as well. Mitchell Robinson was very, very important for the Knicks. And whichever team can get him, you will be taking away a key piece from the New York Knicks, who is the NBA defending champions, and you will be putting them on your roster. So I think whatever team gets Mitchell Robinson, it'll be a plus. I just don't know if Mitchell Robinson is ready to be a starting caliber center because of his I don't know if he's ready to be a starting caliber center because of his durability, like, and his stamina. Can you be able to play? Are you able to play 25 to 28 minutes a game if needed? Are you ready to do that? And his free throw shooting as well. At the end of the games, if he's playing well defensively on the opposing team's big, the other team, if the game is close, they're going to take advantage of Mitchell Robinson not being able, or they're going to try to take advantage of Mitchell Robinson not being a good free throw shooter, because that's one of his downfalls. Reeves for Kessler? No, if the Lakers get Walker Kessler, I don't think Reeves is going to be involved in the deal. I think they'll be able to do a sign and trade with the Utah Jazz, and they'll trade out some assets and things of that nature, and place obviously some players and stuff like that. But I don't think Reeves is going to be included in that deal. Now, they have enough money to just outright even try to take him away from the Jazz. Will the Jazz be willing to match that offer is the question. Mitchell barely can play 5 minutes. Okay, I don't know about that. Oh, you mean like 5 minutes at a time? Would you give Steph Castle for Fox? Oh, Steph Castle and Fox for Jaylen Brown? Yeah, because you still would have Dylan Harper. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. Because Jaylen Brown is, what, 27? 26, if that? He's still in the prime of his career. He's just now getting started. He's one of the better players in the league. He was an MVP candidate. So you would literally team up and pair together. You would pair together two of the top MVP candidates this season on the same team While Dylan Harper is already looking like he's the best guard on the team anyways, so he would just be starting now. And you would have a starting five of probably Dylan Harper, Jaylen Brown, Devin Vassell, or Julian Champagnie, Wemby, and maybe even another player if you find somebody else in free agency. So I would do that, me personally, because I think Jaylen Brown is one of the best players in the league. He's arguably the best two-way player in the league. Well, at least two-way wing in the league. He's arguably that. And then you would put his defensive versatility on the same team as Wemby, with his offensive versatility on the same team as Wemby, with the ascension of Dylan Harper and stuff like that as well. Me personally, I would 100% do that. I would trade Stephon Castle and De'Aaron Fox and probably some picks for Jaylen Brown. Me personally, I would do that. I would 100%. Lou Dort trade happening? Probably. He did opt into his contract with the Thunder. I look at that as, yes, maybe it's probably gonna be a trade being done soon, but we will see. How you think Giannis and Bam and Davion fit gonna be? I think that their fit will be fine, because Bam has showed the ability to step out and shoot the three. It's not like he can't shoot at all. He showed the ability that he can be an average 3-point shooter, maybe even better than that. The game that he dropped 83 points, he was knocking down threes like crazy. And he's shown even other than that game a couple years ago in the Olympics that he was able to step out and shoot the three at that point of his career. So now that you have a guy like Giannis and you have a guy like Bam that's capable of stepping out and shooting the three, and they're both elite defenders and they're both very good rebounders, and Bam can score as well. It's not like Bam is just not a good scorer in general. Bam can score the ball. He did have 83 points last season, and he averages near 20 points a game. So Bam can score the ball. I like their fit together. They just need to find shooting around them, right? And if they were to sign a guy like LeBron, man, LeBron would fit in on that team good as well, because LeBron would bring you athleticism. He will bring you shooting. He will bring you playmaking to get those guys involved. I think that they would be a very good trio together, just speaking out loud, but just those together. And Davion Mitchell is probably a top 5 defender when it comes to the guard position in the league. He's one of the better defenders, on-ball defenders in the entire NBA. So I like what they're doing. If Miami rounds out their roster correctly, I think they'll be one of the better teams in the league next season. But Giannis obviously has to stay healthy. I think LA should trade for Rudy Gobert. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no, Mark. Rudy is not good. But, well, I ain't going to say Rudy is not good, okay? I'm not going to say he's not good, because he's a good player. But I think that Rudy Gobert is a good defensive player. This man Shams is tweeting out something about the NBA holding the NBA Cup champ. Man, we don't care about that. All we care about right now, okay, Hardaway is getting a 1-year deal worth $6.5 million from the Miami Heat. I like that signing a lot, bro. Hardaway was going crazy last year with the Denver Nuggets, man. I like that signing a lot, bro. Oh, Jaylen Brown is 29? Damn, I didn't even know that. I mean, he's still in the prime of his career, though. I still would make that move, me personally. I still would make that move. Damn, Jaylen Brown getting old. Holy shit. I didn't know he was that old, bro. We need yes. You know what? I'll do you one better. Another very, very good underrated free agent the Lakers should be targeting is Kelly Oubre. But he's probably going to end up signing with the Pacers. But I would, me personally, if I'm the Lakers, if I'm Rob Pelinka, I'm 100% trying to sign Kelly Oubre. I think Kelly would be a very good fit next to Luka Doncic, possibly even in the starting 5. I think Kelly Oubre is a very underrated two-way player. He had a very underrated season last year. He averaged about 15 points a game. He's one of those guys that will guard the other team's best player very, very well. He did it very good against Jaylen Brown in the playoffs last season. In the first round of the playoffs, when whoever he had to guard, Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum. I think Kelly Oubre is being very, very under. A lot of teams are overlooking him. Lakers don't need to go star hunting. 2024 Mavs were living proof. Yeah, they definitely don't need to go star hunting. They just need to round out their roster. They don't need to go star hunting. Like Walker Kessler would be a very good start. He's not a star, but he's a star in his role, if that makes sense. The role he would play for the Lakers, he would be a star in that role. I think Detroit paid during and matching offer. Just like Lakers did AR. Lakers' best chance for a center is overpaying Kessler. Maybe get Mitchell Robinson too and decide Hayes and DA Fate. That's exactly what I think that the route that they have to go down at this point, Trisha. That's the route that they have to go down. That or making a trade for Daniel Gafford. Because I know that the Mavericks are covered in a first round pick to try to get Gafford. I would do that. Or I would try to go out there and find a way to get Walker Kessler. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so basically what Chris Haynes just reported, he just reported something on LeBron saying he'll be open-minded to his next destination. And he wants a realistic chance at competing for a championship. He remains committed to playing at the highest level. Do you think Indiana, when Holly get healthy, will be a finals team again? I do. Yes. I think that when everybody on that team is back healthy, when they have their team with Halliburton, Nembhard, now they have an even better center, better fitting center, in my opinion, when it comes to Zubac. So Halliburton, Aaron Nesmith, what's his name? The guard. Can't think of his name. I just said his name just a second ago. The bright skin got the braids. Nembhard, Siakam, and Zubac is going to be a very, very good starting five. Indiana is going to be back next season. A lot of people are forgetting about them. But especially if they make a few solid moves this offseason, maybe in the free agency. Like if they sign Kelly Oubre, I'd really like that move. I like their bench as well. Jarris Walker. They have some Ben Shepherd is a very solid player off the bench. They have some very solid players. And I think they have a good team. And that's why they were able to make that run. They're going to be very good offensively. But the question is, will they be good enough defensively? Tim Hardaway shot 41%. Yeah, I'm already knowing, bro. Tim Hardaway was lighting it up last season for sure. Davion is a better version of what we had in Gabe Vincent. I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly because I think he's just so much of a better defender. Oh damn, what happened to Corey Seager? Man, I don't know what happened to Corey Seager. I've said this for the past week. The Spurs will be great landing spot for LeBron. Won't do it, nor the Spurs though. Well, I mean, you never know. Maybe they will. Maybe they will sign because the report came out earlier that LeBron was not really chasing a high like a lot of money. So maybe the Spurs would try to sign LeBron for the right amount of money because that would be a realistic spot to win an NBA championship. They just went to the finals last year and they lost. A player like LeBron would really help them when it comes to the veteran leadership, when it comes to like having the experience and stuff like that, when it comes to the fit. He can shoot the ball. He can play make. He's a big body. He's still a nice backline defender. He does not get targeted defensively, and he can still switch when he has to and stuff like that. So he wouldn't be a liability defensively. And they already have good defensive players to cover up some of his weaknesses in the first place. So they have the athleticism. So I really would like LeBron on the Spurs. I think that would be a good move. I think he'll have a more realistic shot of winning the chip with the Spurs than the freaking Golden State Warriors. Cam Carr reminds me of younger Kelly Oubre. That's actually not a bad comparison. I'm a true Clippers hater. I was going to hear Bones Highland to the Clippers. I don't want them getting any good players. Yeah, I don't either. Well, Matisse Thybulle is a free agent, but I can see Jaylen Brown going there for Scoot, Kamara, and picks. I definitely can see that, and probably even a player like. Yeah, well, I mean, you did name one of the guards. I can definitely see something like that. That would be a pretty good move, I think. Do you think Steph Curry is washed? He's turning 39 next year. Damn, is he turning 39 next year? Lord have mercy. I don't think Steph is washed now. I just think that now you really have to question with the Warriors, like especially if LeBron goes there, bro. Like the injury history. Like even Curry was out last year with the knee problem. Like, and will he be able to recover from that to where it's not a problem moving forward? Like, I don't know. All right. Yeah. somebody, Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, Mitchell Robinson is a free agent. Wait. Yeah, Mitchell Robinson is an unrestricted free agent, so he can go anywhere he wants. He's unrestricted. Quentin Grimes, obviously Walker Kessler is a restricted free agent, so it's going to be much harder to get him. Same thing with Jalen Duren as well. But yeah, Mitchell Robinson is an unrestricted free agent. Curry averaged almost 27 a game last season when he was available. Yeah, I know Steph is still good. It's just at this point, I think it's the injury question marks. Duren wants to go to Boston. Jalen Duren wants to go to Boston? Where do you see that reported? I haven't seen it. Does he really want to go to Boston? They do need a center. The Lakers need to offer 1 first-round pick to the Bucks for Khalil Ware, then overbid for Watson. You know what? If they do that, you would have a winning offseason if you did that. If they overbid, if they get Peyton Watson on their team, who is a restricted free agent, and if they go to Milwaukee and somehow get Khalil Ware on their team, the Lakers would be good next season. They would still be one of the better teams in the West. I don't know if you would be better than San Antonio or OKC, but you still would be good next season if you get Khalil Ware and Peyton Watson on your team and add those guys to the team that you have now with the core of well, you still gonna have to sign Rui. You can't just lose Rui and Marcus Smart and not be able to replace those guys with good players. I think LA should go after Anthony Simons. He's the best when he is a scoring guard. Next to him, Kyrie Brunson. Yeah, I mean, I feel what you're saying. I think that Anthony Simons would be a nice piece of the team as well. But with them losing Marcus Smart and, not having a starting caliber center, I think that they have bigger needs than Anthony Simons. Like, if you go out there and sign Walker Kessler and you go out there and find you another starting caliber wing player somehow, then I would be more okay with you going out and signing a guy like Anthony Simons to come off the bench and give you that bench scoring that you really did lack last season, especially at the guard position. Luke Kennard might end up signing with the Miami Heat as well. Luke Kennard might go to Miami. He could go to Miami. He could go to Phoenix. He could go to San Antonio. It's a couple of teams he can go to. Luke Kennard is a very underrated, unrestricted free agent as well that can really go to a team and help. I know he helped the Lakers last season, even in the playoffs. How you feel about Malik Beasley, Terry Rozier, Ed Davis situation? I feel like it's being handled the way it should. Portland has 4 point guards. Yeah, I think they'll figure out a way to find some other guards soon. Do you think the Lakers should trade for Wiggins, Jovic, and Powell? Give up Kennard, Smart, and LeBron in a sign and trade deal? At this point, bro, I don't even know if LeBron will even help the Lakers facilitate a trade. I think LeBron is completely done with that team, bro. This organization. I think he's done. I don't know. I don't even know if LeBron is even willing, because he can just go sign with the Miami Heat and they can keep those players. And, those players can help out a team that he's currently on. Like, I don't know why people and I'm not specifically talking about you, but I don't know why people assume that LeBron wants to do a sign and trade with the Lakers or whatever team he goes to. Like, if he does that, then he's going to lose players that he wants to go to a specific team to play with that team and those players. Like, why would he want to go to the Cavs to lose Jared Allen? Like, that's one of the reasons why you probably want to go to the Cavs. So you can have that elite rim protection with Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. And you can have those two versatile bigs that you can play alongside with instead of losing one of them because you want to do a sign and trade when you can just sign her outright. You know what I'm saying? It's not like LeBron is a restricted free agent. He's an unrestricted free agent. He can go wherever he wants to. And it doesn't have to be facilitated by the Lakers. He is completely free of that team if he wants to be. So I don't know why, a lot of people, and not you specifically, but a lot of people in general have been talking about possibly a sign and trade, because why would LeBron want to help this team if they have not really tried to help him the last couple of years and trying to really build out a roster that can win a championship? You've been trying to just build for the future the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron can have that mindset as well. When Darren said he wanted to be a Sacramento King, that told me all I needed to know. Go get Kessler. I don't necessarily think I don't think he wanted to actually be a King. I just think the Kings had the most money to offer him, and I think it was a leverage deal towards the Pistons of, okay, if you don't pay me, they will. So you're gonna have to match their offer. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think it mainly was about. You said look it up. Look what up? Dang, we an hour into free agency chat, and the biggest move we had so far is Tim Hardaway Jr. Tim Hardaway Jr. going to the Miami Heat. Hey, Chad, I'll be right back. Let me go get something to drink right quick. I'll be right back. 1 second. All right. I mean, yeah, the Celtics, they have Kata. They have Kata. Kata's a nice player. I just think he's more of a backup big. If you have Kata as your backup center, I would rather have Kata than DeAndre Ayton. Well, at least with the Lakers, because he's a better fit because of the live threat, the rebound, and the blocking shots. I just think he's a better fit than Ayton. He's not more talented than Ayton, but he's a better fit with the Lakers. Let me turn on Jake Fisher's let me turn on his noties. Let me turn on Jake Fisher's noties, bro. I don't know why I don't have him on. I'm following him, but I don't have his noties on. Okay, there we go. All right, we got some more news about Kelly Oubre, chat. And this is good for the Lakers because, I mentioned Kelly Oubre in my video last night. Or a few nights ago, I mean. It says Kelly Oubre plans to meet with the Lakers, Sixers, Pacers, Blazers, and among others. I know that Kelly Oubre should be one of the more coveted free agents because of his two-way versatility. There's no way that there are not teams trying to go after Kelly Oubre. How you feel about the Miles Bridges to Phoenix? I think that Phoenix is going to be a very solid team. Y'all can see me, right? Yeah. I think that Phoenix is going to be a very solid team. I don't really look at them as like, I think they're still in the same tier though. Like, I don't think they're like in the tier as the last season's Lakers or the other tier or the tier above the Lakers of the Thunder and the Spurs. Like, I don't look at them as in that tier, but I think they'll be a playoff team. I think the Suns can definitely be a playoff team if they can stay healthy. And I think they'll make some moves in free agency as well. But they really wanted to retain they have a lot of versatile defenders. Like Goodwin, they lost Grayson Allen, obviously, but Goodwin is a good defender. You know, Devin Booker is an underrated defender as well. Ryan Dunn is a good defender. So they have some Dylan Brooks, obviously. So they have some good defensive players. Even Mark Williams is a very good defensive player that when he was healthy last season, the Suns had one of the better defenses in the league. I think Grimes is very likely to sign since he has a great relationship with Luka and Redick. I think so too. I think Grimes is going to sign with the Lakers. They don't have any excuses to not sign some of these players, but they have so much cap space. There's no way you don't sign some of these players. I think they should be able to get Quentin Grimes and Kelly Oubre since they lost out on probably Marcus Smart and obviously LeBron. You should be able to get both of those guys. Both of those guys were rotational players last year for the Sixers. You can go ahead and go get those guys. They were key pieces in the Sixers upsetting the Celtics last year in the playoffs. Defensively, they were very good in that series, and they were good offensively. Well, Grimes was throughout the season. Kelly Oubre was in the playoffs and throughout the season. Thank you for reading my comments, Lakers Index. This is solid, like hot stove baseball. It's a split. My Lakers are a solid playoff team. My Mets are terrible. Are you a Mets fan? I wonder what the Warriors do with Pod. Seems like the Warriors front office wants to keep him. They probably keep him. Yeah, they'll probably keep Pods. I think Pods is a solid player. He's a solid role player. Let's go Lakers and Sparks. Hey, Chad, who's everybody's baseball team if y'all watch baseball? Who's everybody's baseball team? Kelly Oubre might end up very well might end up with the Indiana Pacers though. Okay. Go to the Cavs and tell them to trade Harden and Tyson for Kyrie. You know what? If LeBron goes to the Cavs, I do think they would be better off trading James Harden for another player, like another starting caliber player. I think it would just be better. I think they should trade Harden over trading Strus. I think Max Strus is a guy that you want to keep on your team if you're trying to win a championship. You know what I'm saying? Like, go out there and find you another guy that can really defend the ball. Or go out there and find you a guy that can really, that's a two-way versatile player. Not necessarily a star all the time, but it can go out there and, that's what I would do if I'm the Cavs. I would trade James Harden. I would not keep him. All right, so the Kawhi Leonard trade is now official. Please, I hope they at least one of either Watson or Eason, if the Lakers can somehow get both of them signed. I mean, yeah, that would be crazy if the Lakers got Peyton Watson and Tyree Eason. I don't think they'll be able to do that, but that would be absolutely absurd. I mean, that would be crazy. Both of those guys would immediately start. And then you can maybe find you a center. Dort maybe a sign and trade. I remember he was linked to the Lakers. It would probably just be a trade. Most likely. It probably wouldn't be a sign and trade. It would probably just be a trade. Because Dort, yeah, it probably would just be a trade. Maybe I don't know, but maybe. I mean, now that you possibly could lose Marcus Smart, I think Lou Dort is a guy that you probably can replace him. I just think Marcus Smart is better than Lou Dort. I think Marcus Smart is better than Lou Dort, me personally. I think Dort is a foul merchant. I think that he gets away with a lot because of him being able to play on the Lakers. On the OKC Thunder. So I mean, Dort is obviously, I'm not going to disrespect him completely. He is a good defender, but I just think that I don't know if he'll be that same defender on the team when he's not with the Thunder, who gets away with a lot of fouls. How much money is our cap now that LeBron is Smart or gone? Well, it isn't official about Smart, but the Lakers do have the most cap space in the league right now. So I think it's like almost 60 million, I believe, something like that. Maybe more. No Rudy Gobert, no disrespect. Rudy Gobert to me is not a very good offensive. He is so bad offensively that I don't know. I really wouldn't be willing to trade for him. That dude can't even finish layups sometimes. Excuse me. I hope KD gets traded. He might. I never asked you, are you a LeBron fan or truly a Lakers fan? I'm a LeBron fan. I am a LeBron fan. I started going for, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I've been a LeBron fan since I've been 8 years old, bro. He's the reason why I fell in love with basketball. I've been following him to whichever team he's gone to since he's been with the Cavaliers and he left to go to the Heat, because I felt like the Cleveland Cavaliers at first didn't treat him right either. So I'm not ashamed to say it. I started rooting for this team because LeBron was a part of this team and kind of revived the franchise, if you ask me. But I am actually a true LeBron fan that roots for the Lakers. I do like this team though. Actually being a fan of this team the last 8 years, I like this team. I don't like the front office at all, but I do like this team. So once LeBron retires, I will decide on what team I'm going to go for, and that'd be the team I'll root for the rest of my life. But I'm always going to root for LeBron, bro. It was the reason why I fell in love with basketball. If LeBron goes to Golden State, what number you think he would wear? Because Draymond wears 23 and 6 is retired by Bill Russell. I don't know. And that might be one of the main reasons why he don't go to Golden State. That might be one of the main reasons why he doesn't. Athletics and Mariners, to me, how you gonna have two baseball teams? My brother's a Dodgers fan, but I'm stuck between the Braves and the Angels. Okay. Shout out Zach Neto, bro. I don't care what anyone says. I still believe in Austin Reeves. He didn't play for a month, and he was OKC's main target defensively, and he still had. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Games. In every game they played, 2, 3, and 4, except for game 1. In game 1, he played pretty bad in that game. But other than that, Austin was lights out. And in game, I think it was game 2 and game 4, Austin was fantastic in those games. DeAndre Ayton is better as a backup center for the Lakers just based off of fit. Yeah, you are 100% correct. I agree. 100%. I completely agree with that. He is 100% a better fit as a backup center as opposed to a starter. I just think Luka needs number 2 guy. I don't believe Reeves can be that guy. I think he can be that guy depending on who else you have offensively on your team. I don't know now. I don't know if Reeves is going to be like the clear-cut number 2, because at times when Reeves was the number 2, you still had LeBron to lean back on, because LeBron at times he could step up and he could be a lot of the times the true number 2 option. So now that Reeves is now the clear-cut number 2 option, I don't know. We'll see. This is going to be the first year he is the clear-cut number 2 option on the team, right? So we'll see how he performs. I do believe in Austin. I think he'll be fine. I think he'll average over 20 points a game. I think that what he's shown the last couple of years, I think that he showed a lot. Because, for example, in games when Austin has played very, very well when the other stars did not play, right? When Luka didn't play, when LeBron didn't play in some of the games, or when they didn't play together, Austin still had phenomenal games when other teams' best players, defender-wise, was guarding him the entire game. So I still think that he'll be fine, but this is the real test now. I ain't gonna lie, chat. NBA free agency is way better when tampering is a thing, bro, because it's not enough news going on right now. Everything is just so slow. But like I said, it's because teams do want to avoid tampering. They don't want to get fined for it. Tyrese Halliburton played versus OKC in the finals. I'm glad he eliminated the Knicks. Spike Lee was hurt. Yeah, he was. And I think he would have eliminated the Thunder as well if he would have stayed healthy and didn't get injured in Game 7. I can't choose between the A's and the Mariners. I mean, the A's have Nick Kurtz. Nick Kurtz is he's the next best. He's the game's next best young hitter. Like, he's insane when it comes to slug percentage and all of the hitting stats in the MLB, bro. He's insane. Trade Reeves for Jaylen Brown? I would. Jaylen Brown is one of the guys I would trade Reeves for. It would be Jokic. It would be Anthony Edwards. It would be Jaylen Brown. It would be, guys like that. Giannis. Like, those are the only type of players I trade Reeves for. Jaylen Brown is one of those guys I would trade him for. I haven't watched much baseball or the Athletics even actually. They're a couple games under 500. They were number 1 in their division for a while, for a few weeks, for about a month. They were at the beginning of the season. They They have a lot of good offensive players. They got some great bats on their team, but they have some question marks when it comes to pitching. That's their biggest question mark. So the A's are, they got a lot of good bats. Like when it comes to players that can hit the ball very well, but they have some questionable pitchers, and I think that's where their struggle comes in. But they are a couple games under 500. They still could finish number 1 and make the playoffs in their division. They still could make the playoffs, but we'll see. There's a lot of season left. Reeves is solid. I don't know if the Celtics would trade Jaylen Brown for Austin. I don't know either. Yeah, I don't know either. But I think that Reeves will be a good fit on the Celtics, and I think that Jaylen Brown will be a good fit on the Lakers. But I just don't see the Lakers and the Celtics trading with each other because they don't want to help each other out. They're the biggest rivals in basketball, the two teams. Like, I don't see them helping each other out. It's been an hour and still haven't gotten anything done. Yeah, bro. And I guess it's a good thing, at least since that Rui hasn't signed with another team, or at least it's not official that Marcus Smart has went to another team. Nothing is official with that, so I guess that's a good thing. I agree. I remember your shows, Lakers Index. You mentioned Ware being good for the Lakers. He is, bro. You think CP3 gonna come out of retirement? I doubt it. Austin Reeves stats without LeBron are dead ass MVP numbers. Yeah, they are. They are without Luka too. When AR has been out there in games throughout the last couple years, when he's been out there, when Luka doesn't play or when LeBron doesn't play, he drops insane numbers. Like I remember against the NBA Finals team in the Pacers, he dropped 45 on them. He dropped 45 on them when Luka and LeBron wasn't playing, and that's when they had made the trade for Mark Williams. That was right after that trade deadline when they had first got Luka. Last year, he had a 50-point game against the Kings, even though the Kings are trash, but it's still 50 points without Luka or LeBron. He also, the very next game, he dropped a damn near triple-double in a game winner against a very good Minnesota Timberwolves team. So he's had plenty of great games. Last year against the Boston Celtics, he had a 40-point game without Luka and without LeBron in that game either. He also had a 40-point game last year against a top 10 defense in the Toronto Raptors. He had a 40-point game in that game. Now, LeBron did play in that game, but AR was clearly the number 1 option in that game. And, I mean, they couldn't stop him. They had no answer. And this is a top 10 defense in Toronto with Jamal Shead, with RJ Barrett, who's a solid defender, Scotty Barnes, who was an all-NBA defender. So they have very good defenders on their team, and they had no answer for Austin Reeves. Who y'all shooting for in the World Cup? Yeah, chat. Who y'all going for in the World Cup? Who everybody going for? I've been watching it a little bit here and there. You think Zion will be traded? That's something. If that happens, that'll literally come out of left field. I don't really see it happening. I think there are some other players on their team that'll end up being traded before Zion, but I don't really see it happening. Jacob Wilson is my favorite baseball player and also one of the best hitters in the sport. He is a very good contact hitter. He is a very good hitter. That's facts. Would you trade Reeves for Trey Murphy and Herb Jones? Now that LeBron is gone, no. Now that LeBron is gone, I wouldn't. Because that's just going to create another hole. Who's going to be your secondary playmaker? Like, Trey Murphy is a good scorer, but he ain't really a playmaking type of player. Like, so when Luka goes off the court, like, nobody is going to really be out there to be a secondary playmaker or somebody that can really handle the ball and play make for others. You'll have another void on your team, and you'll have another hole on your team. So I probably wouldn't trade for both of those guys. But what I would do is I try to trade for Herb Jones. I wouldn't give up Austin. Now, if you still had LeBron on your team, I would make that trade. But if probably. But now I wouldn't do it, because you're just going to create another hole on your team. I like Kennard game winner Saturday night in Orlando. Before that, it was very close. Did the ball go off on LeBron or? Yeah, that was a close call. That was a close call. I did think the ball went off on one of the Orlando players. But, yeah, that was a close call. And I don't think it was reviewed. But, yeah, that was an insane game. That was looking like their win streak was about to end. Because at the time, they was on like a 7-game win streak, I think it was, or an 8-game win streak. And that's when they was beating everybody. They was beating everybody. They beat the Rockets multiple times. They beat the Nuggets. They was beating a lot of good teams in their stint. Yeah, that was a crazy shot by Kennard, man, for sure. I want to see Anthony Davis on another team. Washington might be good, but I want to see him on a better team because when AD is healthy, he's a top 3 big. When I agree. When AD is healthy, he is a very talented player. He is one of the better players in the league, especially when it comes to both sides of the ball. So yeah, man, I completely agree with you. Hopefully, he's healthy next season. He really can go back to All-Star form because he definitely could be an All-Star next year in the Eastern Conference. I definitely don't think LeBron is going to go to Chicago. LeBron wants to win a championship. Chicago has no shot of winning a championship next season. Absolutely no shot. Should the Lakers keep Bronny or trade him? I don't think they'll be able to trade him. Bronny doesn't have no trade value like that. They'll probably cut him if they don't want to keep him, but I don't think they will. I think they'll actually keep Bronny and try to develop him. Bronny has been a player that has gotten better every single year. So if he can keep doing that, get stronger, get better, be more confident, maybe he'll play a little bit better since LeBron is out the Lakers now. He won't feel so much pressure. But yeah, I like Bronny's game. I think he's gonna be a Davion Mitchell type of player. He'll never be a superstar player like his dad, but he can be a very important role player on a winning team. He definitely can be that because I can really see him turning out to be something like Davion Mitchell. I can really see Bronny starting to turning out to be something like that. Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, Chad. It's been very, very quiet. Can't wait to see how Minnesota looks. Yeah, me either, bro. Man, it's quiet. All right, I'm finna start searching the internet now and see if we see some rumors. Jalen Duren reportedly wants to play for the Boston Celtics. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. I see what you're saying now, Mr. 81. So basically, based on the guards we have now, Luka or AR have to be on the court most of the time to have shot creation for others in consistent offense. Tough without scoring option, a ball. Yeah, now if they get Quentin Grimes, if the Lakers land Quentin Grimes in free agency, then he will help with that because Quentin Grimes can definitely handle the ball. He can play make. He can score the ball. He gives you that versatility offensively and coming off the bench especially. So I think that Quentin Grimes can do things like that. So we'll see if they maybe they'll make a trade for someone else. But when it comes to free agency, I think Quentin Grimes is probably the best player when it comes to doing something like that. We can't forget about Keon Ellis. We can't forget about Matisse Thybulle. These guys aren't like shot creators, but they are rotational players, I think, for the Lakers if they were to sign those guys. People saying that Quentin Grimes doesn't play defense. That's not true. Quentin Grimes definitely plays defense. He's not as good of a defender as Marcus Smart, obviously, but he is a good defender. Yeah, I read that earlier, Tony. Yeah, he's meeting with the Lakers. I seen that. I think that's good. I think that's really good. All right. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. I think that Grimes is a decent defender as well, bro. I don't agree with people saying that he's a bad defender. I don't agree with it. I think he's a decent defender. He's solid. I think he's a solid defender for sure. Let's see. Hey, Chat, who is the other than Walker Kessler? Obviously, Walker Kessler is the guy everybody wants. But let me ask y'all a question to kind of keep the chat going and kind of keep it like more active. Who is the guy that y'all want the Lakers to sign? Or anybody that's not Lakers fans in the chat, if you want a specific player in free agency to sign with your team or your team to trade for someone, who is that specific player? Y'all let me know in the comments. Can't wait to see how Minnesota. Yeah, I already read that. But yeah, me too. I wouldn't mind LeBron going to Minnesota. I hope that LeBron just goes to a team that's actually like a championship favorite. Or like a contender, but he'll make them like a favorite. You know what I'm saying? Or he'll go to a team and really make them one of the better teams in the league, arguably one of the better teams. I think LeBron wants to be a part of a team like that. I don't think he necessarily wants to go somewhere that like the team is already like he's not going to go to the Knicks. Like LeBron is going to feel like they don't need me because they just won a championship. Like he's not going to be on no Kevin Durant type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going to go to a team that he think he can put over the top. You think Kyrie will be traded? He 34 and Dallas trying to rebuild. I hope so. Nobody can ever turn me against Kyrie Irving. I love Kyrie Irving, bro. And yeah, I love Kyrie Irving, and I hope he does end up trying to win a championship again before he retires. Do you have a gaming channel? I do. I do have a gaming channel. I have not streamed. What I do is I play Call of Duty. That's what got me into being able to stream and being able to have computers and cameras and microphones and stuff like that. I was the #1 Call of Duty player in the world for multiple years, leaderboard wise, back in the early 2020s and 2019 era or 2015, probably through 2015 to 2018, 19. I was one of the better Call of Duty players in the world. Started streaming, really loved it. But Call of Duty is kind of going downhill now with the cheating and just Call of Duty in general, content-wise, isn't doing very good on YouTube. It's a lot of question marks. So I do plan on starting back playing and streaming and stuff like that again because I still do love Call of Duty. But as of right now, man, my passion has always been with basketball, and I should have started doing basketball content earlier. But I am glad I started doing it now. So, but yeah, to answer your question, yes, I am. I do have a gaming channel, but I have not uploaded on there in months. Pelinka needs to be fired. If we lack star power, he can't cry. Yeah, about the exactly. He can't cry about the CBA salary cap. He has to be creative. Because that's been the excuse for him the last couple years. The CBA is tricky and all of this BS he always says. We're gonna be aggressive and bro, I am so sick and tired of hearing that. There's no excuses now. There's no excuses. You have plenty of cap space. You got 2 first-round picks. You got multiple pick swaps. Go out there and do something. Go out there and make some win now moves. Yeah, Grimes is he's a decent defender. He's above average defender. He's not finna get picked on. I know that. Either Spurs are going to cook or sell this offseason. I mean, bro, the Spurs are in a position to where, like, they might just get better simply off their experience. They have a very good team. They'll probably find a free agent or two. Like, if they sign Rui would be a fantastic fit with the Spurs. If Rui signs with the Spurs, he will be a fantastic fit with them. Off the bench, Rui Hachimura, bro, like, Rui, he plays better in bigger moments, too. That's why I hope the Lakers keep him. But if he signs with the Spurs, that would be scary. That would be I ain't gonna say scary, but it would be an extremely good signing. Even Sandro Mamukelashvili would be a very good signing for the Spurs. Give you more size, give you more shooting to kind of spread the floor and stuff like that. So the Spurs aren't far off, obviously, bro. They just damn near won a championship, so you ain't got much to worry about. Y'all just got to make some small moves, and y'all will be fine. I want Bron to stay. I hope I wish he does. I hope something changes. But at this point, like, with the Lakers telling him, like, we thank you and stuff like that, like, putting a letter out, like, I'm like, nah, at this point, it's over with. Riley Green hit a home run. Wow. Okay. Yeah, LeBron to the Spurs would be crazy. LeBron to the Spurs, now that would be scary. Rui to my San Antonio Spurs. Oh, you a Spurs fan? Okay. I mean, yeah, Rui would be really, really nice on the Spurs. Oh, now you want to hit a home run today, huh, Curtis? Colson Montgomery. All right. Yeah, Smart is better. Dort would be good on the Lakers if that happens. Smart or Steele versus Nuggets helped us beat them in LA. Yeah, that play was crazy. Bro, Marcus Smart throughout the season, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like, one of the highlights of the year for me was the March Lakers. The March Lakers were one of the highlights of the year for me, bro. They were so good. It looks like, and that's why I hate that LeBron left, because they were playing such amazing basketball. If they really could just build on the current roster that they had, like adding a starting center and adding like another wing or something like that, I really do think they could have had a chance to compete. Because in March, bro, they were playing so well. They were beating all of the good teams. And then the injury bug hit them. And I think that really propelled them from winning a lot more games than they could have won. I chose Miguel Vargas and not Coach Montgomery. Hopefully Miguel go too. You should do some NBA 2K rebuilds. I don't play 2K. I play Call of Duty, bro. I don't really play. I haven't played 2K since like 2K17. I don't really play that game. But once I get back active on my basketball, on my gaming channel chat, I'll be playing other games other than Call of Duty. I will be playing GTA 6 this year. So if y'all want to just always come and hang out with me and stuff like that and catch the vibes, I am a little bit more toxic on my gaming channel. So if y'all want to kind of experience that type of content, y'all definitely are welcome to. But yeah, I try to keep it cordial on the basketball channel. LeBron was number 6 on the Heat. Yeah, he was. The Westbrook trade wasn't Pelinka's fault, and people blame him for that. I mean, I don't see how it's not his fault. He made the trade. He made the trade. I don't see how it's not his fault. He made the trade. He's the GM of the Lakers. So I don't see how it's not his fault. And we can't blame that on LeBron, because LeBron wanted Caruso back. He didn't sign Caruso. LeBron wanted Ty Lue before they signed Frank Vogel to a contract as a coach. They didn't sign Ty Lue. So you can't blame that on LeBron either. You can blame moves like that being made on the GM. Those type of moves, just like I gave Rob Pelinka credit for making the move to go out there and find Rui Hachimura, a trade for him. That was a phenomenal trade by Rob Pelinka. In my opinion, that was the best trade he made since the last like 5 years, 6 years. Obviously, other than AD. And the Luka Doncic trade, in my opinion, kind of fell in his pocket. But when it comes to being a GM and finding some young gems to bloom into a very good role player like Rui, that was a very good trade. Going out and trading just Kendrick Nunn in multiple seconds and getting Rui Hachimura, like, who's finna be one of the more coveted free agents right now in the NBA, I think that's a very good move. I want Marcus to go to the Nuggets. I don't want them to help. I don't want no good players to go to the Nuggets or the Warriors. Neither one. Peyton Watson, Mitchell Robinson, or Khalil Ware to the Lakers. I mean, if the Lakers somehow get Peyton Watson and Khalil Ware, which is actually probably doable. But obviously it's gonna be harder to get Peyton Watson because he is a restricted free agent. So it's gonna be a lot harder to sign him. But when it comes to Khalil Ware, if the Bucks are willing to give him up, I would trade a first-round pick and like multiple pick swaps to get Khalil Ware. I definitely would do that. Yeah, Yves Messi is good. I think Daniel Gafford would be a good trade target. Thoughts on Guy Santos? I think Guy Santos is a very good basketball player. I would love Guy Santos on whatever team needs a very good wing player. Guy Santos is a very good defender. He can shoot the ball. He can pass the ball pretty well. He isn't really a good. He don't really handle the ball that well. But when it comes to 3-and-D, strong, long arm, big defender, Guy Santos is a very good, solid role player. I like Guy Santos' game a lot. LBJ to the Heat? I hope so. I hope he goes to the Heat, or I hope he goes to the Cavs, or the Timberwolves, the Spurs, something like that. Not the freaking Warriors. Luka, LeBron, Reeves, Gibbon, Knights. Reeves might be the number one. He isn't as good as Luka or LeBron. I mean, with what LeBron did against an elite defense in the Rockets, I don't know. It's hard because Reeves was very good throughout the season. I still think that LeBron is better than Reeves though. I just think that LeBron just humbly took the back seat to both him and Luka. Now, Luka is obviously the better player out of all three of those guys. Luka is a top 3 player in the league, and I think he's the best offensive player in the NBA. But yeah, I think LeBron is still better than Austin. I really do. And that's no disrespect to Austin. I feel like LA losing Rui would be underrated, but a huge loss. Yeah, nah, it's definitely gonna be a huge loss, bro. Lakers still haven't done anything. It's a lot of teams that haven't, bro. It's like I'll start overreacting if the Lakers just start losing players. If they start losing players, like if they lose Marcus Smart, or if Quentin Grimes goes to another team, if they lose Rui, if Mitchell Robinson signs with another team, if Walker Kessler gets re-signed by the Jazz, or if a report comes out that they're going to re-sign him no matter what another team offer, kind of like what just happened with Jalen Duren just a minute ago, then I start overreacting. The Lakers have discussed Tobias Harris as a potential free agent target. Imagine Tobias Harris being the LeBron James replacement. People are saying it's a lot of people saying that Kessler will be a Laker though. Let's see what else we got. I don't really see anything other than that. All right. The owner, Kai turns you into a beast in a bad and a good way. Yeah, it does. I definitely would trade Reese for star power. The owner, Jeannie Buss and LeBron AD ordered Rob Pelinka to get Russell Westbrook. I mean, it doesn't matter who orders it, bro. What matters is who actually makes the trade. It doesn't matter like who orders it, because like I said, like if that's the case, you can't tell me that there hasn't been other things that's been ordered by the Lakers or by LeBron James, like trying to keep Alex Caruso was one of the things that I feel like that they ordered as well, and they weren't able to keep Alex Caruso. They weren't able to keep him. And I think that's one of the first reasons why LeBron was like, all right, it all started adding up at that point. Wait. What the fuck are the signings? It's slow right now because of the tampering thing in the CBA, bro. So it's kind of slow right now, but hopefully it gets starts picking up soon. All right, I'm just looking at my phone here, chat. I'm trying to see if anything else is happening. All right. Where is Kobe White going? Kobe White he's with the Hornets. He's already assigned a verbal extension with the Hornets. He did that a couple days ago, like when they signed LaMelo, like the day after. You don't want no good players to go to the Bay because we be an ultimate threat. I mean, it really don't matter. I just don't like y'all's team. I don't like the Warriors, bro. I don't like the Warriors. It would take a whole lot for y'all to be a threat to anybody at this point, especially if y'all don't get LeBron. Like the Warriors are not doing anything special if they don't get LeBron. They already tied themselves up to dead money basically in Jimmy Butler because Jimmy is injured. They're not going to trade him. Unfortunately, Moses Moody got hurt too. and he's gonna be out for a while. And they tied in money to him as well. Or that might have been before he got paid, but he's still one of y'all's better role players, and he's hurt too. So you let go of Kuminga. Porzingis is a decent player, but other than that, I mean, like, there's nobody on the Warriors that's really a game changer other than Curry. Rob Pelinka wanted to trade Russell Westbrook for Miles Turner and Buddy Hield, but Jeannie Buss voted the trade because she wanted to see how Russell Westbrook will perform under Darvin Ham. I mean, if that's the case, then that's Jeannie Buss's fault. That's not LeBron's fault. But I remember that trade being talked about a lot, and I thought they should have did it at that point. I thought that's a winning move. If you would have paired, imagine the front court defensively of Anthony Davis and Miles Turner when it comes to rim protection. And then you would have had the versatility of starting two bigs and one of them being able to step out and shoot the three. And then AD can dominate in the paint. Like, that would have been crazy. And then at the time, Buddy Hield was a very good three-point shooter. And the Lakers needed three-point shooting as well. Like, if you would have added that to that team, I felt like you would have been going in a very good direction. But they did end up adding it at that trade deadline, doing a deal that really made them a very good team. And they was able to go to the Western Conference Finals anyways. So I wish they still would have made that trade at the time, but they ended up rebounding off of it, which I think Rob Pelinka did do a good job of getting off Russell Westbrook's contract and getting back D'Angelo Russell, getting back Jared Vanderbilt, and some of those other role players at the time that helped them make it to the Western Conference Finals. Pascal Siakam, I don't think the Pacers are going to trade him. Yeah, obviously the concern with AD at times is his health, but I still think AD is a phenomenal player. I wouldn't mind Bron at the Heat, but he need a true guard and upgrade from Davion Mitchell. Just my thoughts. I don't really think so. No, I don't really think so because of LeBron's ability to play make. I don't really think they need another playmaker like that. You know what I'm saying? Because of his ability to play make. And Giannis can play make as well. Giannis can bring the ball up the court. Davion Mitchell can bring the ball up the court. LeBron can bring the ball up the court. LeBron can still play make. You know, so I mean, I would like that move. I would like that. And then on top of that, Davion Mitchell is just an absolute pit bull defensively. So he definitely would be a starter. I mean, Davion Mitchell is one of the best defenders in the league. So you would really be surrounding yourself with a very good defensive team. And a very good coach. Oh, wow. Ben Rice. Brandon Carlson has agreed to a deal with the Portland Trailblazers. He played for the Thunder. I didn't even know he was a free agent. What do you think, Ja to the Heat? Well, Ja got traded to the Portland Trailblazers yesterday. He got traded to Portland. So Ja is with the Portland Trailblazers now. He's not going nowhere else. Which is kind of a weird fit unless they do something else, if you ask me. But, I mean, he's with the Portland Trailblazers now. I think it's hard for Kessler to be a Laker. He's a restricted free agent. Jazz can match any offer. They can, but will they be willing to overpay? Because the Lakers are probably going to overpay and try to give him like $40 million a year. Especially for those first like 2 years, they're probably going to give him like 42 to 43 million a year. Will the Jazz be willing to match that when you are already tied up with contracts of Yusuf Nurkic, Larry Markkinen, and Jaren Jackson Jr.? Will you be willing to match that? That's the question. But me personally, if I'm the Lakers front office, I try to execute a signing trade for Walker Kessler. I don't try to wait in restricted free agency, because if you tie that money up to him and you offer him that money, you really can't do anything else with that money in free agency. So you might miss out on some other players. And then the Jazz possibly could match that offer, and then boom, you missed out on so many players because you're trying to wait on him. So that's bad business if you ask me. I still like Miles Turner. I'd like him too, but I just think he would have been better with this team with Anthony Davis on the team. All right, let's read this report right quick from Tony Jones. T. Jones. He is a reporter for the Utah Jazz. Let's read this report right quick. I'm going to go ahead and show it. Let me put this on the screen for y'all. Okay. This is pretty much the gist of it right here. Walker Kessler holds multiple offers in the mid to high $30 million range annually after meeting with a couple of teams. So maybe his decision will be made because the Lakers can go ahead and offer him a sheet right now and he can agree to it verbally. And I think we have until July the 7th to see if a team matches that offer. So, or see if the Jazz matches the offer. But Walker can agree to a deal verbally. All right. I swear if we lose Marcus Smart, I'm crashing out. I think you might want to be prepared to crash out then, bro. Because at this point, I'd be surprised if Marcus Smart returns to the Lakers. You might as well get ready to crash out then. I'd be surprised if he comes back. It absolutely does matter who orders. I imagine your boss tells you to do something and you say, nah, I don't want to. You will get fired, bro. Rob traded for Russell Westbrook because his boss told him to. I mean, well, if that's the case, okay, cool. But I thought you was blaming it on LeBron and AD. Like, if that's the case, then we can't really blame those guys for that. Okay, now if Jeannie Buss tells him to do it, okay, cool, then it's Jeannie Buss' fault. But we already know Jeannie Buss is not a good owner. So that's fine. But I thought you was blaming it on LeBron and AD making that trade because they are players. They can push for the narrative. But if you're the GM, you don't have to do it if you don't think the fit is right. Right? Because yeah, that's what that now Jeannie Buss told her to do. Okay, I understand, but I think Ja still got it. I think he does too. I think Ja's still a good player. I just think that all of the persona of him getting in trouble and Memphis falling down because they were a bad team the last couple of years. I think a lot of people forgot how good of a player he is. But hopefully on the Trailblazers, when he got Denny Avdia and Dame Lillard and some of the other good players they have, hopefully he can kind of revive his career, so to speak. I can't beat them, and I will join. Yeah, Stephen A. Smith got it. Yeah, I will forever like look at KD as a snake, bro, for that type of move. We got some news on Kobe Sanders. I mean, okay, cool. Okay, cool. Like, that's nothing crazy. Now, I'm not blaming LeBron. I'm blaming the cheap ownership, which is Jeannie. At least they got Mark Walters now. Oh, well, me and you are completely in agreement. One of the teams with interest. Hold on, let me read this. Let's see. One of the teams with interest in Kessler, sources tell me, is the Los Angeles Lakers. Come on, Dan. Obviously, bro, we know that. We know that already. People around the league believe Sanjo is headed to the Lakers and will basically replace Rui Hachimura. Okay. So I guess that goes to show right there that Rui is pretty much gone. If this report is true, then Brian Windhorst is saying that people around the league believe Sanjo Mamukelashvili is headed to the Lakers and will basically replace Rui Hachimura. Which, I mean, they do have the same skill set. I still would prefer to have Rui. I just think that Mamu is going to cost less money than Rui would. So, that's me personally. I would much rather have Rui Hachimura over Sandro Mamukelashvili. But I think Mamu is a very good shooter. I think he's a very good player. I think he is a player that comes off your bench. I don't think he's a starting caliber player. But if somebody goes out there and pays Rui Hachimura more $21 million a year, then I probably would be willing to move off of him as well. But if it's like 17, 18 million for another team and the Lakers could sign him back and they just decided not to, just because Sanjo Mamukelashvili becomes available, then that's dumb. That's dumb GM management. That's dumb asset management. Personally, that's what I think. How y'all feel about Mamu maybe replacing Rui Hachimura, chat? If we get Bron and AD, the Lakers aren't seeing us. Bro, you're not getting AD. And the Wizards GM it's already been reported that the Wizards GM is not trading AD, and he especially is not trading AD to the Golden State Warriors, bro. You're not getting AD, bro. That dream is dead. I really do wonder where Walker is going to end up. I think Kessler has a ceiling of like a top 3 defender when it comes to the big man position in the league. I think he can be one of the better defenders, one of the better defensive defenders, one of the better defensive bigs in the league. Is Pelinka still sleeping? Need things to start picking up? I ain't gonna lie, bro. We almost 2 hours in, bro, and the biggest move that's happened so far in free agency is Tim Hardaway Jr. signing with the Miami Heat. That's the biggest move so far. It's because of the tampering, though. It's because of the tampering. A lot of teams does not want to get in trouble for tampering and things like that. That's the reason why it's been so slow. The Lakers went 15-2 in March. Yeah, they was absolutely crazy in March, but they was going insane. Danny Ainge has been cheap for years. I'm glad if Kessler leave, no matter where he goes, and if the Lakers trading dead weight, yeah. I believe LeBron is the GOAT. I didn't mean to come off as a LeBron hater. Oh nah, I got you, bro. I got you. I'm not gonna lie though, because there are a lot of fans that do, like, obviously that hate him, or just people in general that hate LeBron, that do have that point that I thought you were trying to make. But I get what you're saying now, though. I agree with you, bro. It says the Warriors have made the Kristaps Porzingis new contract official. So Kristaps Porzingis and the Warriors have officially made their contract agreement official. 2 years, $40 million. So that's $20 million a year. $20 million a year for Kristaps Porzingis, y'all. Is that a lot? I kind of feel like that's a lot for his. Because the last couple of years, he's been so injured and he's been like so in and out of the lineup with that weird sickness. And I don't know, man. I just think that's a lot of money for Kristaps Porzingis. No one will accuse anyone of tampering at this point. It's almost 2 hours in. The first hour, I understand. There's nothing sketchy about agreeing to a deal after 2 hours. But at the same time, though, you would have had to tamper with somebody if you did, like, really make a move within, like, the first hour of free agency. There's no way you're really going to come to an agreement unless you don't really talk to a whole lot of different teams and really see the perspective of a lot of different teams. unless teams are just waiting a little bit longer and seeing if like they try to make it look more realistic. But I don't know. We'll see. Porzingis is the definition of made of glass. Nah, that's facts. Everybody puts that label on AD, but I don't agree with it. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Chad. It's extremely dead right now. There's nothing going on. Once we hit 8 o'clock, we're gonna get a lot of moves. I can just feel it. So 8 o'clock for you would be, are you Eastern? So you think within like the next 15 minutes we're gonna start getting some moves? I tell you what, if we don't, bro, I might have to dip because this mud has been extremely boring so far. The biggest move, Tim Hardaway Jr. within the first 2 hours is crazy. Why does the Rockets keep trying to take our players away from us? I really can't stand that team. I'm so glad we beat them in the first round. Okay. Yeah, I don't see nothing going on Twitter. I mean, we see a little buzz here and there about different players, but nothing crazy. Oh, wow. Come on, bro. I don't understand why a team is not trying to trade for Herb Jones. Maybe the Pelicans are overcharging for him. And that's why a lot of teams aren't trying to trade for him. The Pelicans are crazy if they think somebody's about to give like 3 first-round picks for a guy that just shot like 31% from 3 last season, regardless of what he's actually capable of. Like, teams are going to see that and be like, nah, you crazy. Like, he didn't just perform that way last year, so you kind of overcharging for him. Which, I mean, that's why they're the Pelicans. They're trying to overcharge for certain players. Just get a few assets for some of the good players that you have on your team and try to just rebuild completely. That's why they're the Pelicans. Yeah. Last year, LaRavia got announced within the first hour of free agency. If memory serves correctly, he did. He was one of the first free agents that was signed. And he was signed day one. He was one of the first free agents that was signed. And he was signed day one. That's facts. You might as well be a Laker fan since you've been rooting for them since LeBron, and there's similarities with LeBron and Luka. You know what, bro? You know, when I was thinking about it earlier, I want success for the Lakers because I actually like the team. I like the Lakers brand. I like the team. I like Luka a lot. I like Austin Reeves a lot. I like JJ Redick. I like the team. So I do wish success on this team. But obviously, you know, my love for the game came from LeBron. Watching LeBron when I was 8, 9 years old in my grandma's house and stuff like that. Like, that's why I fell in love with the game. So I'm going to root for LeBron regardless. I just hope, I hope the best for the Lakers as well. I'm going to continue to cover the team as well. But I don't know if I still haven't made a decision if I'm going to start covering the entire NBA on this channel or just the Lakers. I still am kind of trying to decide between those two things. So Herb Jones has stamina issues. I haven't noticed that. When I watched the Pelicans play, it don't look like he has stamina issues. It might just be a tanking thing with the Pelicans, and they don't want to play him too much. Maybe, I don't know, because he has had some nagging injuries the last couple of years. I don't know if he has a stamina problem. I need a Caglione, bro, not freaking Carter Jensen. You think the Lakers should get Mike Conley? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Mike Conley is not a good fit on this team. Nah, hell nah. Maybe like I don't even know. Maybe I don't even know where Mike Conley is a good fit at this point. So far today, we've heard the Lakers are suitors for, obviously Walker Kessler is one of the guys. Sandro Mamukelele-Vili is another guy. And Quentin Grimes. And we also seen that they were trying to get Kelly Oubre as well. So those are the 4 names we've heard so far. We haven't heard nothing about Mitchell Robinson. It's been completely quiet about Mitchell Robinson. So it's been completely quiet about Mitchell Robinson. There has been no news. There has been no news, and ain't been no noise about Mitchell Robinson really at all. We have seen reports that the Lakers are interested in him and they're linked to him. But today and like earlier today and like yesterday, really, we haven't really seen Mitchell Robinson being linked to no other teams other than the Lakers and the Nets. The heck? Riley Green homered twice? Herb Jones is barely worth a first round pick. Pelicans are delusional. I'd give a first round pick for him for sure because of his skill set. And his skill set fits so well around the league with like different teams. But yeah, now when we start talking about 2 first round picks, I trade 2 first round picks for Walker Kessler, but I wouldn't trade 2 first round picks for Herb Jones. I don't understand what the Lakers are really trying to do. It just seems like no matter what the circumstances are, it just seems like they have been so passive, bro. Why are they being so passive? I mean, it is the first day, but I thought it would have been like, since they haven't really done anything so far this offseason, and then especially with the possibility of them losing Marcus Smart and already losing LeBron, I thought they would at least have made an announcement about re-signing Rui or something. But now it's been reports coming out that Sandro Mamukelele-Vili is going to be Rui's replacement. So Rui is pretty much gone. That's what it's looking like to me. So three of the main players that helped you win in the first round of the playoffs literally are gone. LeBron, Marcus Smart, and Rui are going to be gone next season. That's not good. That is not good. Day one better not pass us by without any movement from the Lakers. That would be a terrible look. It would be. I don't care. I don't even care if you just sign Quentin Grimes. At least get something going. Like, do something today. Like, don't go the whole entire day without doing anything at all. I'd say it would be better to cover the NBA as a whole, since it would give you the ability to talk about teams like the Spurs and the Knicks. Yeah, I think I am going to start covering the entire NBA. Probably within the next few weeks, I'll start making videos based on. I'll probably rebrand my name, and I'll start making videos based on like the entire NBA. So it's just so much more to talk about. And it's not just a move that I planned on making just out of nowhere now that LeBron is gone, but I've always planned on doing that at some point. I just wanted to kind of get myself going and kind of get a feel for making content about basketball. And then I planned on start making content for the entire NBA. Who knows? I might keep this channel just a Lakers channel, and I'll probably make another channel with talking about the entire league, or vice versa. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Prince or MJ? I don't know. I don't know, bro. I'm not really too fond of like, I guess if I had to choose one, I'd go Michael Jackson, but I guess Prime Bud or Prime Floyd at 147. I'm gonna go Floyd Mayweather. I'm gonna go Floyd Mayweather. Throw 25 million at Easton. I don't give a F at this point. Yeah, they're gonna have to do something. I think Peyton Watson is better than Tyree Easton, but they're gonna have to do something. Sandro is a bum. I don't want him from the Raptors. I want to have a championship contender team. He don't move the needle. Rob Pelinka needs to be fired. I mean, he moves the needle as a backup center or a backup, like as a role player coming off the bench. Sandro is definitely a good role player. Sandro would be a role player on a rotational player on every single team in the NBA. He would be a role player on the Knicks. He would have a role on the Thunder. He would have a role on the Spurs. Like, Sandro is not a bum. He's not. He's a 6'9" big that can rebound, that's pretty agile, and that can shoot the ball at a high clip. He shot almost 40% from three last season. So he's definitely not a bum. And that's on high volume. That's on like 4 or 5 attempts a game. So he's not a bum. He's definitely not that. He's a rotational player. But I just want to be trying to talk about Sandro Mamukelashvili right now until you at least go out there and get the big fish, signing you another center, or sign you a starting caliber wing or a center. Like, go out there and find you somebody like that before we start talking about Sandro Mamukelashvili or Dean Wade, or they was even talking about earlier Jock Landale. Like, come on, bro. Like, those type of names are crazy. Random ass Michael Jackson question. Yeah, that was random. That was funny. He don't move me. He isn't a big name. I mean, yeah, he's definitely not a big name, but you don't necessarily have to have big names to build out your roster completely. Now, obviously, you want to have very good players in your starting lineup if you want to compete for a championship. But if the Lakers were to sign Sandro Mamukelashvili, that wouldn't be for him to start. That would be for him to come off the bench, I'm assuming. If you signing Sandro as your starter, you're not going nowhere. Bro, Rob Pelinka should be fired on the spot if he got Sandro Mamukelashvili as a starting caliber center in the NBA on a championship team. The only way that should happen is if your starter is hurt and like Sandro starts some nights. That's the only way that should happen. But I do think that he could give your team some versatility of having, like, for example, if you do go out there and get you a Walker Kessler or a Jalen Duren, Sandro could play at times, he can play on the court with them at the same time. He can go out there and play on the court with those guys at the same time, as, you know, because he can't spread the floor. So you can have two bigs on the court and you'll have that versatility of being able to guard bigger or play bigger and have those mismatches at times with certain teams. Who is the one player the Lakers should sign first before anything else? The hell? Okay, it's another report coming out right now about Walker Kessler from Jake Fisher. but just about the finance part when it comes to the last couple of seasons of the Jazz not offering him an actual serious offer when it comes to a contract extension. All right. If the Lakers could, you said if the Lakers could get Jaylen Brown, Kessler, JB, I'm assuming you're talking about Jaylen Brown, or Khalil Ware, Grimes, and another wing, we should be good. I mean, yeah, if they can sign all those players, then yeah. I'm assuming that you mean JB, that's Jaylen Brown, right? I don't know if they're gonna be able to get Jaylen Brown. But if they can get Khalil Ware or Kessler, yeah, they will be good at the center position. Grimes and like a Kelly Oubre would be nice, but I still don't think you will have a better team as opposed to having LeBron with Kessler or Khalil Ware, and then you added Quinn Grimes, and you added another wing like Kelly Oubre or Matisse Thybulle or Keon Ellis or somebody like that. Like those would have been very good moves for the team this offseason. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think then you would have been talking about really competing at that point with a center, with a better center rotation, a starting caliber wing. Yeah, Tobias Harris, bro, as a replacement for LeBron is insane. Yeah, free agency, this it's slower this year than it was last year. It's slower this year so far, Chad, than it was last year. And when the first day of free agency, it's extremely slow, bro. We 2 hours in, and the biggest move we've had is Tim Hardaway Jr. Like, holy shit. Free agency is sign and trade for Kessler so Lakers can get him for a cheaper price. Maybe try to get Kobe Williams or develop with Bronny and Thiero. Yeah, 100%. Cody Williams showed some stuff last year. Like after the All-Star break, he was actually pretty good after the All-Star break on up until the end of the season. So I definitely wouldn't mind a guy like Cody Williams on the Lakers. I think he has some potential. But yeah, Walker Kessler would definitely be the big fish if the Lakers were able to sign him. He is the franchise cornerstone center that you need on his team that should have been here with a guy like LeBron or with AD. But obviously it wasn't as easy to get him at that time as it is now. And I still don't think it's necessarily easy, quote unquote. You think Kennard is staying? I hope so, but I don't think he is. I think Luke Kennard might end up going somewhere else. We'll see what the Lakers do though, bro. The Lakers should be able to sign back a lot of these guys now that LeBron is not coming back. And then you already had a ton of cap space even before that. So, hey. What are the Jazz trying to do with Jaren, Laurie, and Kessler? They're also going to have to pay Keontae George soon. You know what? They might not. They might end up not paying Keontae George because they did just draft Darian Peterson. So they did just draft him. So they might end up not paying Keontae George. I think Keontae George is on like a Austin Reeves type of trajectory, if you ask me. I think he is a very good offensive player. I think he is growing into one of those type of players that's going to be very hard to guard offensively. And I think it would be a mistake for Utah to just lose him for nothing. So if they don't extend him, they probably should go ahead and try to trade him right now, right? If they're going to sign Walker Kessler, because you already done paid Yusuf Nurkic, you just gave him $11 million a year. You just signed him to a 2-year deal worth $22 million. You already done traded for Jaren Jackson Jr., who's on a big contract. You already extended Lauri Markkanen, who's on a big contract. So that's a lot of money to your front court players, right? Now, you did just draft Darian Peterson, but we don't know for sure if Darian Peterson is going to be as good as Keontae George. Now, his ceiling is higher than Keontae George, obviously. But we already have seen Keontae George go crazy in the NBA. So Utah is probably going to keep Darian Peterson over Keontae George because I highly doubt you're going to be starting both of those guys for the foreseeable future, especially if you get Walker Kessler on your team. What's good, E? What's good with you, my boy? All right. Yo, I don't even. What's good, man? I only speak English, man, unfortunately. But how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Bro, free agency is going so slow. Oh, Velasquez went. Nelson Velasquez. I don't trust him. Mark Walter is a winner with the Dodgers. No way Pelinka can sleepwalk through free agency and say, Mark, I couldn't do anything. Mark and Jenny want to win. Mark might fire him or reassign Pelinka. Is there something else on that? He might. He might, bro. If Rob Pelinka does not make significant moves this offseason, I highly doubt he will be back with the Lakers next year. I highly doubt it. Because Mark Walter is not finna sit up here and try to go with anything mediocre. Y'all have already seen what he's done with the Dodgers. They already done fired a lot of the Lakers staff and brought in guys that are familiar with the Dodgers staff just this offseason. As soon as the season ended, within like the first 2 weeks of the offseason starting, they were firing a lot of people. Fernando Tatis Jr. hit a home run. Okay, I see it's gonna be a weird day. I need the Lakers to sign Jonathan Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga will be nice. Yeah, Jonathan Kuminga will be nice, especially off the bench. I think he would be a nice player off the bench. For sure. The best move for the Jazz would be to just move off Kessler. However, I don't think the Lakers should give him anything more than $28 million. You're not going to be able to get him if you don't give him more than $28 million. I think that the Lakers need to overpay for a center. They have to. They have to overpay. Like, especially a center of Walker Kessler's caliber. Walker Kessler has a ceiling to be a top 3 defensive big in the entire NBA. When it comes, he has averaged 2 blocks a game. Averaged two blocks a game since his rookie season. That is elite defensive play from a center. That is elite, bro. Like, you're talking about averaging at least 2 blocks a game since he's came into the league. And that's on the Utah Jazz, right? So, and on top of that, he's a great rebounder. He's a great lob threat. He's even developing a 3-point shot. He is nowhere near his ceiling. You have to take a chance on a talent like him because he already is special defensively and he's getting better offensively already. So you have to take a chance on Walker Kessler. And if you have to pay, or if you have to overpay a little bit, you can't lose the bid between all these other teams. You can't. You don't have an excuse. You have all the money. You have the most cap space in the league, right? Especially since LeBron is not coming back. You have the most cap space in the league out of any team. Walker Kessler will be dumb to not want to play with Luka Doncic. I mean, you would be getting lobs. You would just be getting fed lobs left and right. Right? You would be able to go out there and play free. All the attention will be on Luka and Austin, and you will be out there just catching lobs, blocking shots, and getting rebounds. It'll be very simple for you. Trey Murphy or Herb Jones, which is a better fit for the Lakers? The better fit is Herb Jones because of the defensive versatility that he brings to your team. The better player is Trey Murphy, but that doesn't mean he's a better fit. The better fit is Herb Jones. This is the slowest free agency I've ever experienced, 100%. It's definitely the slowest one. It was slower than the last season. Last season was, at least there was a couple moves of free agents signing contracts. free agent signing contracts. Oh, I'm glad I didn't go Manny Machado. He just had a near home run. Yeah, it's hype. Free agency frenzy. I think they called on NBA TV. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's what it is. Do you think Sandro can replace Rui? I just don't believe. I don't believe it in. I'm sorry. In the sense that we could play both wings position and sometimes occasionally in game they had him guard centers. Now, see, with that versatility, I do think Sandro is more built for that versatility of being able to guard some bigger players. I think him and Rui do have a very, very similar play style. I just think that Rui is better. I think Rui is better because of how Rui elevated his game in the playoffs. I don't understand how the Lakers don't see that. Like, Rui elevated his game in the playoffs the last couple seasons. So I just don't understand how the Lakers don't see that, and they will be willing to bring Rui back over. Or maybe it's something they know that we don't. Maybe Rui wants too much money that they're not willing to pay him. What if Rui gets 25 million from a team? What if he signs for a 22 to 25 million? Maybe the Lakers aren't willing to match that, or maybe they don't want to pay that for him. So I don't know. When does this end in Eastern time? Well, I mean, NBA free agency is going to last all the way up until next season now. Like, starting today at 5 p.m. Central, all the way up until the season starts, any free agent can sign with any team. So it's not really going to end until till obviously next offseason next season, I think after March 1st, when teams are not able, playoff teams aren't eligible to sign free agents, and they won't be eligible to play on a playoff roster. So I guess that's when it would stop, I guess. But okay, Trey Young just tweeted out an emoji. I did not think Junior would go again, and he did. That is crazy. All right, let's see. It sucks that the Lakers are gonna have to overpay for a center like Walker Kessler. I mean, why does that suck? I mean, Walker is a very good player. This is the guy that the Lakers have been wanting for years. I don't think it sucks that they're gonna have to overpay for him. I don't think so. I mean, he's literally the perfect fit next to Luka and Austin. I don't think it sucks that they're gonna have to overpay for him. They're gonna have to get some type of good players. I think the Lakers should prioritize signing and trading for wings. Luka will make any center look great. Yeah, but that's not what Luka said that he wanted. Luka said that he wanted an A-list center. That's what was reported. That's what's been reported um by multiple reporters, that Luka requested that he wants a A-list center. Walker Kessler is an A-list center. So they got to do what it takes to try to make Luka happy. Yo, what's up, Index? How you been, Chief? For some reason, it never lets me know you're live, and even if I hit the bell, I don't know why it does that to my channel, bro. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe I don't know. It's so weird. I mean, I don't know why it does that on my channel. Sometimes I got to figure out why it does that, because you're not the only person that says that. Sometimes my videos get pushed out a lot, and then sometimes they don't. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure why that happens. But it's all good though. Welcome back, my boy. Luka didn't make DA look great. I mean, DA looked good at times throughout the season, and that's for that, and that's for DeAndre Ayton. Just imagine how Walker Kessler would look on this team, who was a much better player, who's a much better player and much better fit, with the Lakers and with Luka Doncic. So, bro, I cannot believe how slow this stuff is. How slow this is. It's not even really that much news coming out. Yeah, this is slow. This is crazy. You should make another channel covering all NBA news. I am. Yeah, I am, Marcus. He talked about rebranding to cover all NBA teams. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. Laravia Hustler, very frustrating, can't shoot with the Lakers. He made shots with the Kings. He made shots at the beginning of the season with the Lakers, but it's like he just forgot how to shoot, man. I don't know what happened. It's kind of crazy, to be honest with you. It's very crazy, actually. I don't know what happened to him. He was making shots at the beginning of the season, and he just forgot how to shoot the ball. I agree. Rui priced himself out, especially after this year's playoffs. I think that's what it is. Maybe the Lakers know. So you're not a Bron sexual. I'm not a Bron sexual, bro. I'm a LeBron fan, but I'm a realistic LeBron fan. Like, I'm not a LeBron stan. Like, I don't label myself as any type of sexual by anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't label myself that. But Mike Conley, I think, can play a good guy on and off the court, a veteran. Yes, I don't know what team it is. I don't want Mike Conley on the Lakers, bro. I wouldn't want Mike Conley on the Lakers. Not me personally. I think you can go a much better route than Mike Conley personally. I'm not a huge fan of Mike Conley on the Lakers. Did you mention the Kawhi trade? Yeah, I did. I talked about it at the beginning. Yeah. But if you not, how do you feel about the move? I was a bit surprised Toronto traded Ingram. I was too. But with Ingram, with the way, you know what? I'm not, bro. With the way that, and let me go full screen for this. With the way that Toronto played in the playoffs without Ingram, and they almost beat the Cavaliers, I think they realized then, like, we really don't need Ingram. And if we can upgrade like our star power, which they did, obviously Kawhi is much better than Brandon Ingram, and you already still have an all defensive player in Scotty Barnes, you probably could use RJ Barrett in the trade, or if not, you can keep him. Emmanuel quickly was injured in the playoffs as well, so you'll be able to get your starting point guard back. Now they need shooting though. The Raptors need shooting badly, especially if they lose Mamu. If they lose Mamu, they really gonna need a lot of shooting. So that's a problem. If LA gets Kessler and Oubre along some other players that fit the Lakers scheme, I'd view them as a huge dub. Yeah, I would too. I think if they get Kessler, Oubre, and like Quinn Grimes, those are steals. I mean, I ain't gonna say they're steals, but those are very good moves. I think if you sign guys like that, obviously Walker Kessler being not getting noticed is something that happens with a bunch of channels, not just yours. It is. That's a good point. But yeah, I think if you get Kessler, obviously that's the big fish. That's the guy that you want to mainly go for. and you'll have a franchise cornerstone at the center position for a long time, and you really wouldn't have to worry about that spot. Him and Luka Doncic together and Austin Reeves together, I think that they would be very, very good. I think Walker would solve a lot of problems for the Lakers. He would solve a lot of problems for the Lakers. So that's the big fish. But signing Kelly Oubre, who's a very good two-way versatile player, and Quentin Grimes as well. Both of those guys are very versatile players on both sides of the ball, and I think that would be a steal. Getting those guys. Herb Jones, I like Ingram, and I like Trey Murphy. Liking a player equals you are sexually attracted to them. Our generation is cooked. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, now there are some disgusting LeBron fans out there. There are some Hey, Sammy, I thought you were a LeBron fan too. Is LeBron not your favorite player? But there are some disgusting LeBron fans. There's some disgusting fans in general. There's some disgusting Lakers fans as well. Like, some people take this fandom stuff way too far. Now, like, I don't know, like, some people are just weird. But at the same time, I am a realistic LeBron. I think LeBron is the greatest player of all time, and I have realistic thoughts on why I think that. Like, it's not nothing that's like out of the ordinary. But ultimately, Chad, I do think the Lakers will land Walker Kessler. For some reason, something is just telling me he is going to be a Laker. My fault, bro. I did not see the BS comment. Oh, you good? No, LeBron Pelinka isn't entitled to be passive. He can't just hang out at Santa Monica Pier. I hope that LeBron doesn't like know something internally, and that's the reason why he went to another team. Like, the Lakers aren't going to really make some win now moves. Maybe what if he knew that, and that's the reason why he moved on. When they had their conversation, when it came to their plans and things of that nature, you really got to hope that they didn't tell LeBron something like, okay, we're going to do this and that, and maybe LeBron didn't agree to that. Maybe LeBron felt like these aren't win now moves. So hopefully that's not the problem on why LeBron actually left. Kelly Oubre, Matisse Thybulle, Sadiq Bey is a dub too. I mean, yeah, that would be nice. I don't know how you would get you would have to trade for Sadiq Bey, but Kelly Oubre and Matisse Thybulle would definitely help your defensive versatility on the wing for sure. Is Marcus Smart gone? Reportedly, bro, they saying that he's going to sign a 3-year deal worth $21 million with the Rockets, but nothing is official as of right now. Nothing has been confirmed as of right now. Nothing has been confirmed as of right now. Santa Monica Pier Beach, LOL, not far from Venice Beach. What about it? I like Jackson Hayes. He is a starter only if emergency starting center is hurt. If Hayes is still on Lakers, Jackson is still be on the team next season, I think. Jackson has his moments. He looks like a very solid NBA player at times, but then at times he looks very bad defensively because of all the fouling and stuff he does. But his athleticism, and he's shown that he has some defensive potential, but it's just not consistent enough for him to be a first-round pick, which is very frustrating sometimes with him. And obviously he's not the biggest guy. He needs to put some weight on him and stuff like that. But I think Jackson is a rotational player in the NBA for sure. I think he's an NBA player. I just don't think he's a starter. I think you can be okay with him as your backup as long as your starter is somebody like Walker Kessler. But other than that, Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Man, this is slower than what I thought, Chad. This is crazy. It's definitely gonna hurt me, bro. I wish Max Christie was still on the team. Me too. I wish we could have got away with trade. I wish we really could have fleeced the Mavericks and traded Dalton Connect instead of Max Christie. I think the Lakers would have been much better defensively with Max Christie in the starting lineup instead of starting. And I think if you would have had even Max coming out the bench or Max coming out the bench with Marcus Smart starting or vice versa, I think you would have been fine either way it went. Just commenting from previous comment. Okay, I got you. Seeing Smart, y'all read that. Hayes is like a very, very watered down version of Derek Lively for Luka. I agree. I agree. I definitely agree, bro. Hey, Chad, this is insane. I definitely was expecting more. To say the least. Hey, but y'all do me a favor. As y'all coming in, guys, y'all be sure to drop a like on the stream for me, guys. It's been very, very slow so far, man. I was really looking forward to this free agency. It's been very slow so far, but I do think overall the Lakers will ultimately land Walker Kessler. I do think they will land a big fish because, I mean, they have all the money in the world. They're a good destination. They have Luka Doncic. Like, it's no way that they don't land anybody at all. I'd be surprised if they don't land a big name. Mitchell Robinson has been a name to where I think he's like the Lakers backup plan because I haven't seen him linked to anybody other than the Lakers and the Nets, but it hasn't been no conversations about Mitchell Robinson all day, which is kind of weird to me. Not my nigga LeBron. Yeah, I know, bro. Yeah, he gone, bro. I just hope whatever team he goes to, I hope it's not the Warriors. And I hope whatever team he goes to, bro, I hope he actually goes to a team he actually can win. I don't think he can win with the Warriors, especially if they don't get AD. Just Curry and LeBron is not enough, I don't think, at this point. If that guy says something else weird, I'm timing him out. Wait, who you talking about, bro? Who you talking about? Ain't nobody saying nothing weird. Where is Russell Westbrook gonna go? I seen a reporter last night saying he might go back to Washington. I seen a report last night saying Russ might go back to Washington. He might go back to Washington. Trae Young earlier. Let me go to Trae Young's Twitter page right quick because he tweeted out something earlier like he knew something was gonna happen. Let's go to Trae Young's Twitter page right quick. Yeah, he just tweeted this out earlier. Trae Young did. Trae Young tweeted this out earlier. This little face right here. So maybe something is gonna happen with the with the Wizards. Josh Jung homer. Interesting. Oh, Mr. 81. Oh, he good, bro. He good. You ain't gotta time him out. I did hear a report about Isaac Okoro and the Bulls looking to dump him for an asset. Maybe LA can swoop in and get a deal for Okoro and Pat Williams. Oh, absolutely not. Pat Williams is one of the most overrated, overpaid players in the league. Pat Williams can stay where he at, fam. And I'm not a huge fan of Isaac Okoro as well. I don't like neither one of those guys. Pat Williams is not good at all offensively, and I think he's an overrated defender too. And then same thing with Isaac Okoro. I think both of those guys are like in the same tier to me. It's just Patrick Williams is worse because he's extremely overpaid. Nobody's really going to trade for that contract. The Bulls overpay him like crazy, bro. I don't like neither one of those guys. I don't like Okoro or I don't like Patrick Williams. I think both of those guys are not good basketball players. Okoro can't shoot to save his life. He's a decent defender, though. Would you rather sign Watson or Kessler? I'd rather sign Kessler. The Lakers need a center. they can find some other guys that can come in and fill in like what Watson can do for them. I think Kelly Oubre to a certain extent can kind of give you what you would want Watson to give you. I'm not saying to the extent that Watson can, but like maybe multiple guys of Kelly Oubre's caliber can really give you what he can give you Peyton Watson wise. But you're really not going to find another starting caliber center unless you go out there and trade for Daniel Gafford, or because there's questions even with Mitchell Robinson. Like if you sign Mitchell Robinson, I think that'll be a fantastic signing, but it's questions of, can he stay healthy? The durability, the free throw shooting, the stamina, all of these things are a legit question mark when it comes to Mitchell Robinson. So is he a starting center? Now I think he's a better fit than DeAndre Ayton, but I just don't know if he's the A-list center, quote unquote, that Luka Doncic wants. Walker Kessler is. Walker Kessler's ceiling is insane defensively, and he is developing into a very good offensive player, bro. And he's only 20. I think he'll be 25 next month. So he's not even in the prime of his career, bro. And he's already one of the better defensive bigs in the league. He averages 12 rebounds a game. Like he's a monster rebounder when it comes to the offensive rebound and defensive. He's big. He's tall. He has very good arm length. He has very good size. He's strong. He can bang with other bigs. So I just think that he is one of those A-list type of centers. I would go after Kessler for sure, me personally. There is talk that the Heat might be shooting for Conley too. He would get all kinds of shots if Bron was down there with Bam and Giannis for sure. And I like the Tim Hardaway Jr. signing by the Miami Heat as well. I think that was a very good signing. I wonder what the Wizards have up their sleeve. They might be what I have on the screen right here. Can y'all see this? Yeah. So what I have on the screen right here, chat. This might be something resembling Bobby Went Jr. bro. I need Jack Caglione, bro. Bobby Went Jr., bro. But yeah, all right. Let's see. Off topic, but I can't wait for football, and I'm not talking soccer. I can't wait for football either, bro. I'm extremely excited for football. I am excited for football for sure, because I really do like what my Cowboys have done this offseason defensively with the defensive coordinator. I'm glad Pickens is back. No offseason drama is seeming like. I'm excited for Jadon Blue behind Javonte Williams. Obviously, Dak. So, yeah, I'm excited. And I know you're excited, too, because you're a Seahawks fan. Y'all just won a championship. We actually play against y'all this year, so I'm looking forward to that, too. How would you feel about the Lakers acquiring DeMar DeRozan? I wouldn't be too happy about it. I guess, because DeMar DeRozan still views himself as a starting caliber player, and the Lakers really don't need another guy that's going to come in and try to dominate the ball. He really can't play off the ball either like that. So, I don't know. I think it'll be a weird fit. I don't know. I really wouldn't be too high on that type of move. All right. I feel you. I'd rather have Grimes and Oubre over Okoro and Pat Williams. Yeah, me too, bro. I would much rather have those guys. I think Oubre and I think Grimes are better like two-way players than Okoro and Patrick Williams. I think both of those guys are better two-way players. For Vando and Connect, nah, I definitely wouldn't trade those two guys for DeMar DeRozan. You can use those guys for somebody different. Me personally. Would be nice on the cheap deal and coming off the bench. Now, if he came off the bench, I'd be okay with it. Because I think he does have some value for you off the bench. But as a starter, I don't see DeMar DeRozan as a good fit with you starting. Lakers better do something. He should. What you mean he should? Mamu replacing Rui sounds crazy, but the advanced analytics and tracking data on data ballers seem to be pretty universally favor Mamu over Rui on both ends. Wonder if the new analytic guys cooked him up. You know what, Kendrick Jenkins? That's a good point. And what's good with you, man? Welcome to the stream, bro. But yeah, that's a great point. That is a phenomenal point because they have the same skill set. But the question is, can Mamu produce for you the way that Rui has in the postseason? That's the question. Now, statistically, I think that Mamu can do some different things for you when it comes to defensive versatility, and they kind of do have the same skill set. So if Rui is getting overpaid somewhere, I can understand you replacing him with Mamu. They have the same skill set. You can't lose Rui and not be able to replace him with somebody else. I haven't seen John Collins really being linked to a lot of teams. I really am kind of looking forward to see where John Collins goes. He might end up signing with the Spurs himself because they could use someone like Rui or John Collins, or John Collins might be able to even sign with the Lakers. But Mamu would be a good move. I think so. If Pelinka gets cheap, Mark Walter has to step in and say, listen, Rob, we want Kessler. Might have to go offer 35 to 40 million. They probably will have to offer like 37 to 40 million, bro. They'll probably have to offer anywhere between that for like a 3-year deal. They'll probably give him a lot of money like the first 2 years, and then that last year might be the least amount of money. They'll probably do something like that. Not only Lobs, but Kessler can enjoy sunny weather, go to the beach. Yeah, definitely. The environment in LA is definitely, it's hard to compete against that. I can't wait to see us destroy Dallas. Hey, bro, we got better, man. I don't think y'all gonna destroy us. Does Trae Young tweet mean that AD is a warrior, maybe? Nah, I don't think so. I mean, I don't think so. I think that if he tweeted something like this, I'm guessing that it's something about the Wizards. And it might be AD signing his extension with the Wizards. That's what it could be. Dansby Swanson. Okay. Okay, that's just another report about Kristaps Porzingis. Okay. LBJ to Miami, Washington, and San Antonio. I doubt he'll go to Washington. Washington is not really a team that's like really ready to win right now. I can see him going to San Antonio or Miami though. I definitely can see one. If San Antonio emerges as like one of those teams like that come out of nowhere and they're really offering LeBron some money and they really want him to come there, I can really see LeBron going to San Antonio. Because I think LeBron wants to compete for a championship. That's the reason why he left his son in LA to go try to compete for a championship. Jadarian Price is going to be insane behind our line. He could be better than Love by midseason. Oh, you talking about the running back. I see what you're saying. I could see LBJ being the point forward for San Antonio. I could too. LeBron would be insane in San Antonio. I mean, he would be insane there. Absolutely. And then in the regular season, he really wouldn't have to play like a ton of games. He can be around that 65 game mark, and he really could manage his body throughout the regular season. And then in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have one of the better players in the league that be able to just really come in and contribute any way he can. I can really see that working with San Antonio. John Collins linked to the Spurs, rightfully so. John Collins would be a perfect fit with the Spurs. John Collins, Rui Hachimura, or Sandro Mamukellis, really. Either one of those guys will be a very good fit with the Spurs. So Keith Smith is reporting note on Kristaps Porzingis' new contract with the Warriors. This is an extension and it's already official versus a new deal. The deal also didn't include greater than 5% raise from year 1 to year 2. That means that Porzingis is immediately trade eligible, no restrictions. Huh. They saying that they okay, so they signed this deal with Porzingis to make him, he is trade eligible. I mean, obviously he's trade eligible because he signed a contract. Anybody that's a part of a team that doesn't have a no trade clause is trade eligible. But that's kind of interesting to report in this right here from Keith Smith. So I don't know. We'll see. But the Warriors GM has already came out and said that he is not going to trade Anthony Davis. He doesn't want to trade him. Hey, as y'all coming in, y'all be sure to drop a like on the stream for me, guys. Y'all subscribe if you guys are new, man. I appreciate you guys watching the stream today. Man, I didn't think it was going to be this slow, Chad. This is crazy. Damn, this free agency is dragging. Do you think people are holding on to their money to make a run at LBJ? I mean, nah, not really. I don't think so. I don't think so, bro. I don't really think LeBron is going to be asking for that much money, to be honest. I don't know. This is weird, dog. We almost 3 hours in and still the biggest move so far has been Tim Hardaway Jr. going to the Miami Heat for a 1 year, $6 million deal. That's it. It really hasn't been any other moves announced. That's a good point. That's a great point. That's a great point, Dark Man. That's a great point. Wait, hold on. I thought it's I don't know about that. I thought it was when you like sign with a team. Like as a restricted free, as a free agent, when you sign with a team, you have to wait a certain amount of days. Not really. Well, I guess I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, bro. That's a good point. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, that's a good point. Larabian the starting 5 is crazy. Some of these fans are insane, man. Chad, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am probably gonna hop off within the next 15 minutes if nothing happens. If nothing happens within the next 15 minutes, I'm probably gonna hop off. Alex Bregman. I hope LeBron isn't the big domino to fall for this free agency because he about to be taking his time. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I think he is the most coveted free agent that's being pursued now. But I still don't think teams are not making moves because they're trying to go out and get LeBron because he's not really going to be asking for that much money. So, in my opinion, you need to be trying to build the best roster you possibly can so he can possibly come to your team and fit in with that team. Because I think he's going to make his decision based off of what like some of the better rosters around the league are looking like. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily the other way around. What phone do you have? I got an iPhone 16 or 15. Oh, it's a 15. I got an iPhone 15. It's silly. I call him LeBron. I'm not into Bron sexual. I have a wife. I do too. If I say I like a player, it means liking their ability to play. Could also mean a good person. Exactly. When you sign with it's 60 days. When you sign with a team, it's 60 days. Remember when K Love got traded for Wiggins, they had to wait 2 months. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I think LeBron might go team up with KD. I doubt it. I don't think LeBron and KD really mess with each other. Like, I don't think LeBron and KD are like, I think they cool. Like, they don't have problems with each other. But overall, I don't think LeBron and KD are like close like that. Like Draymond or even Steph. Like, I don't necessarily think LeBron and KD are close like that. Like, even with Team USA, you never really seen LeBron and KD like, I don't know. I feel like he's much more closer with guys than like AD, obviously, Steph Curry, Draymond Green. Like, I think he's closer with those guys than Kevin Durant. Most of the real contending teams don't even have the cap space to pay LeBron the money he really wants. That's why Rich and Bron have said it's not about the money. I mean, I don't really think it. I truly don't think it matters at this point. I think LeBron ultimately wants to play somewhere he can win. I don't really think LeBron is trying to get a contract like of $40 to $50 million. I think LeBron might try to get anywhere from 15 to 20 million on like a 2-year deal. And I think he'll sign with a team for that. And like with a player option next year to like, if the roster or the team is not where he wants it to be, then he can opt out, he can retire, or he can go somewhere else. Like, I think that's the flexibility he wants to have. I don't think he is going to be playing on like major deals anymore. I think he really ultimately wants to win. And I think in order for him to do that, he obviously knows he's going to have to take a pay cut. But you might be right as well. It might be because they do ultimately know that most of these teams are not going to have a ton of money to pay you anyways if you actually want to win a championship. Which is fine. I mean, LeBron has plenty of money, but, you know. I mean, yeah, that's cool. I mean, that's cool. It's a lot of players that's went on this podcast. Like, Austin Reeves went on his podcast, and Austin Reeves and LeBron seemed like they were pretty close, but LeBron still ended up leaving the Lakers, you know? I hope so. Walker Kessler, some Lakers signing, please. Yeah, chat. I think I might go ahead and hop off right now, y'all. Maybe later on, like maybe in a couple hours, if something happens, I'll go live. Like if the Lakers end up signing Walker Kessler or if some news breaks out, I'll go back live. But right now, I think I'm going to go ahead and hop off right now and go spend some time with the family. Because it's been very, very slow. And I've been live for like, what, 3 hours? I've been live for 3 hours, bro, and ain't really nothing happened. So I think I'm going to go ahead and hop off for right now. But I will be back on later on if something happens. Like if news breaks, if the Lakers, for example, if they sign Walker Kessler or something happens like that, I think I might get back on. Jackson Hayes gets his dunks, backup center. I agree, yeah. All the greats took less to win. Yeah. I mean, perfect example. Jalen Brunson took a major pay cut in order for them to keep OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges and those guys, and it ended up paying off for them. So But all right, chat. I am going to be back on later. Hopefully something actually happens within the next couple hours. I will be back on later if it does. If not, I'll have a video for you guys tomorrow. But anytime any Lakers news breaks, if they sign a player, if they, any type of major news that happens, I will be live or I will be having a video up on the channel. So y'all turn y'all notifications on. Drop a like on the live stream, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new, man. Appreciate you guys so much for watching today's live show. Yeah, man, hopefully the Lakers do get active. When they do, I'll be back live, chat. NBA Summer League is next week as well. I'll be live for a lot of those games as well, guys. So we got a lot of content coming to the channel. So y'all hit that subscribe button, turn on y'all notifications. And yeah, man, y'all have a good night, chat. I hope hopefully something happens later on. If it does, I'll be live. If not, I'll have a video up tomorrow. But I will catch you guys tomorrow, chat. Peace. I'll catch you guys later, should I say.